Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and every time I say I'm not going to be live the following day, unless things happen, honey, things be happening. Okay, we got a few things to discuss today on the corner. I hope everybody is having a good hump day. Okay, it is Wednesday, which means it is almost Friday in my head. So again, I hope everybody had a great day. Okay, now look. There's all kind of stuff going on. I know. We're gonna get to everything. We're gonna get to the things that just happened. We're gonna get to things about Bishop Rob-bery. Okay, we're gonna get to the things around here. Now, first things first, though, I need all y'all to be sure that you have subscribed to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and. Okay, that means be a JayBird. Okay. I want you to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Okay. Do not forget to like the video. Okay. Why? Because why not? If you here, why not like it? Even if you don't like me, you have to like my video because why else would you be here? Okay, so make sure to like the video. Y'all know to comment in the comment section because it's a conversation. Okay, this is a conversation channel. Okay, it's a conversation between me and you and he and she and him and her and they and them and ABCs and 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody's included around here. Okay, and so we got liking, we got commenting. Oh, sharing. Share me with those, okay, in your life. Share me with those who are, around here on your social media. Why? Because they should like me too. Hi. Look, StreamYard gave me an error, like they had some kind of streaming issue. So I know my signal may be popping in, popping out. So I'll be popping on camera, popping off camera. As long as y'all can hear me, that's all that matters. Okay, I almost be like, okay, let it be stupid until it fixes itself or whatever. But I hate that I can see how grainy it looks. I hope y'all can at least hear me though. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clearly voice wise? Okay, I don't sound like a robot, do I? I hope not. Okay, because StreamYard, I want to replace StreamYard, but I can't because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's abused. But I see myself blurry, okay, on here. But we know after a few minutes, it clears up, okay? And because we have a couple things to watch today, this is a watch along, okay? We're watching the Bishop Rock. Okay, we're gonna watch the BSimone and the DaniLeigh. Okay, I have even the this song that BSimone did about DaniLeigh, okay, and whatever. I hate it. Okay, I gotta get off screen. Because it looks horrible. Okay, it looks dusty. And we ain't dusty around here. Okay, but hello to all the people. Okay, hello. I live in Brooklyn where church is. Okay, but hi to the people. I hope everybody is ready around here. Oh my, was I being petty saying what I do? I mean, I know I got that man laying down because that's what he was doing. Lay it down. The bishop laid down. Lay it down. The bishop laid down. Okay, I just had to show. Okay, now first of all, the edit. Okay, you know I had to crop the hell out of that damn thing. Okay, it took me a few good minutes to crop that as good as I did to get him on the floor like that. Okay, because he was laying down. The bishop laid down. Okay, so yes. Okay, I tried my best, to have a good thumb of the nail. Okay, but again, hello to all the people who are here. Okay, so yeah. We're here for the mess. Okay, we're here for things. Okay, I'm skipping over stuff that I have in my thumbnails, not my thumbnails, that I have in my graphics. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna discuss things that just happened, and stuff like that. Okay. It was Bishop right on the ground. Now, look, because I was like, I gotta do something a little funny, because I still think he is funny. Okay. How you did, Bishop? Because he lay it down. The bishop laid down. That song gonna be stuck in my head all day. Okay. But I am happy we are all here. See Cleopatra Jones. Glad you live. I love listening and watching when I get out of work. Well, hey, Cleopatra Jones, girl. How you doing? What you want to do? Hey. Okay. But hi to everybody. Okay. Around here. Now let me see if the thing gonna stop being stupid and let y'all see me the right way. If it's gonna go back out, I'm gonna pop back off because I just don't like looking all squiggly wiggly. Okay. Oh, it may go back down to one. We're gonna wait and see if it gets back up where it's supposed to be. I don't know, but I hate looking dumb. Okay, I don't want to look squiggly wiggly. I don't want to look squiggly wiggly. Okay, I don't want to do that. Not around here. Okay. Anyway. Hey, honey, y'all up here. I'm like, y'all, Lord Jesus. Hey, Ray. That is my friend. Hey, Ray. How you doing, Ray? Okay, there's a song. Oh, okay, there's a song. I'm popping off because I hate the fact that it looks crazy. But I can't do nothing about Cleopatra. Girl, not Cleopatra. I'm talking about the girl. I didn't say her name. Still let me hood. But I can't. I hate it when it does that. Okay, but let me keep scrolling. Is my mama here, y'all? My mama may not be here. She's at home chilling. I'm telling you. Hey, Nay, that is my cousin. Hey, Nay, girl, how you doing? And stuff. Okay. But anyway, I can make up songs all the time. I be trying to be on time with y'all. Okay, not be around here being foolish. Okay, being foolish. But I want to say hello to all the people. Are you not entertained? Okay, is that not why you are here? That gonna look crazy with slow-mo of the graphics or whatever. Anyway, let's get into what we came here to get into. But, before we get to, the foolishness of the bishop and them, let me get my little thing up in here. Okay, little thing up in here. Now, hopefully, let me, the student. It'd be weird when because it's like I be having to pop off screen for no reason. Cause I'm like it's dumb. Okay, but y'all know I look like y'all see me all the time. I'm always sitting around here. You know what I'm saying? I be like, hey y'all, sitting around looking. Okay, but anyway. let's get into a few things today. Congratulations, confetti. Okay, congratulations to both Issa Rae and Keke Palmer. Okay, who both were on the covers of magazines this week. We see that Issa Rae was on the cover of Ad Week magazine, looking gorgeous. Okay, and then we had Keke Palmer, who was on the cover of Time magazine, looking gorgeous. Okay, it's amazing when they look gorgeous. So again, congrats to both ladies for being around here on the covers of magazines, because not everybody around here can be on covers of magazines, and because of that, we are happy to know where they're at. They are being seen by the people. Okay, by the people. And we're gonna always appreciate the people being seen by the people, because sometimes we don't be seen, you know. So I love both covers. I did not feel like getting all of the prints of each outfit they was in and whatnot. But again, the point was to say congratulations, confetti, okay, and whatnot. Okay, now let's move on, because look, for Bishop Rob-bery, because it's a lot to watch. You know, Bishop Rob-bery will be last, but he had a press conference and this and that. So I want to kind of get through the semantics of it all and then get to what we here for. So part one of the prayer list, okay, Katie Kirk posted today and let everyone know that she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States. On June 21st, I became one of them. Boom. Okay. You see what she said? She said a whole bunch of good things around here. We want to pray for her, because cancer ain't shit. I'ma say it, okay? Cancer ain't nothing. Okay, we don't like it. We can't stand it. We need a cure. It's taking too many people. It's a whole horrible thing to go around. Okay, we just don't. We just don't. Okay, we just don't. Okay, right. Breast Cancer Month is next. Well, in a couple of October next month. So y'all saying it, and absolutely, I the ones that fuck cancer. Okay, cancer. Okay, so again, this worship prayer. Send a good love. Okay, send a good vibes. Send everybody good vibes and all of that around here. Cause it's just an unspeakable. It's like nobody can do like you. It's fuck cancer. Okay, it's fuck cancer. Boom. Okay, that's it. Rest in peace to Coolio. Right before I came on live, the story broke that he passed away. Now, Coolio, who was a rapper from my days, okay, he was only 59 years old. They are saying per TMZ that he was visiting the friends. He was at the friend's house, had went to the bathroom, did not come out. When the friend went on to check on him, he was like passed out on the floor. They believe it was a possible heart attack. Coolio had some cool ass music. Coolio was popping back in the day. Been spending most of our life looking in the gangster's paradise. You know what I'm saying? Like, Coolio was cool. So, it's horrible because 59 is so young. 59 is not old. Like, 59 is, I'm only 40. So 59 is a young year for someone to lose their life. There's no other information because sorry. There's no other information because it literally just happens. Like, it's 9:30 here. So maybe at 9:00 is when, like 8:55, the news is breaking that he passed away. So we do not know much more than that. And like, I'm sending a text that says it's crazy because somebody sent me thing about Cleo. To his family, it's condolences. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we losing too many people, man. We losing too many people who we known since we were younger. It's just, it's like rest in peace to Coolio. I'm going to string some of his music because I used to love it. Come along, get right. You know what I'm saying? I listened to Julio. He was so handsome when he was younger. Okay, he was so handsome young man. I liked him, whatever. He grew up a little bit different. However, the point is, it's just sad. Okay, it's just sad that he. See, he has a large family. He has about 10 kids. I did not know that. I could have Googled it. But I was trying to hurry up and get the graphic in, and I could not look up everything. But the fact of the matter is, for his family, for his close friends, the people who will be like, devastated because he is now gone from their life. I feel like when celebrities die, like us as fans, we miss them, we mourn too, but it's different for folks that actually know him, who he was around in their life, people who, would no longer see him regularly. That is so hard. So, condolences to all the people in his life. And I mean, it's sad. Because again, 59 is so young. Yeah. So may he rest in peace. Okay. The next, got him. Okay, around here. We all know PnB Rock, who was killed earlier this month, shot in a chicken and waffles place over in LA. And hey ma, that is my mama. Hey mama. I didn't see any other comment from you, so I didn't say that because I gotta, I have to acknowledge you. But love you. Anyway. But PnB Rock, who was murdered earlier this month in LA, they caught it's 3 people. Because I gotta go to the link because I had the link. I had to send myself the link because it was a whole story about what happened. So I want to read it from the news story because it was a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pop off screen just so that I can be able to see stuff. Where is it? So it says Tina. This is from the news people. Okay, it was updated 21 seconds ago. Okay, what channel news is this, honey? The NBC Los Angeles News. It says, I guess I could just share my screen. I'm so no, because y'all can't read it. It says teen and stepmom arrested in PnB Rock murder. LAPD searching for a third person. Now, the man on the screen is who they were talking about initially. Okay. Oh wait, it's a news. See, I don't like playing news stories because sometimes they be playing. But let me just share my screen, y'all. Let me share my screen and we'll listen to the news story together. So the news people can say, what they say going on around here. Let me rewind it. I'm gonna mute myself so that it ain't no playback. Hold on, y'all.
Murder of rapper PnB Rock at Roscoe's in South LA. A 17-year-old boy and his stepmother among 3 people now that the LAPD says are responsible for this deadly shooting. The teen and stepmother are in custody, and police have asked for the public's help to find a third person, the teenager's father. NBC4's I-Team has been following these developments in the case and the investigation. And reporter Eric Leonard on our screen now joins us live. He's in the newsroom. Eric.
Hi, Chuck. Well, the 2 in custody were arrested in an early morning operation yesterday in Gardena and in Lawndale. So far, police have not said what led detectives to this particular family. Some of our law enforcement contacts say the father has a long history with police, the courts, and being involved with a street gang. This is the LAPD bulletin sent out early today that says this man, Freddie Lee Trone, is wanted for his alleged involvement in the September 13th murder. The bulletin says Trone should be considered armed and dangerous, and our contacts tell us he slipped away yesterday morning while police were trying to arrest all 3. LAPD detectives now say Trone and 2 others carried out the murder of PnB Rock, also known as Rakim Allen, who was eating lunch with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles when he was attacked. Chief Michael Moore says detectives were examining whether a social media post made about 20 minutes before the shooting might have steered the killer to the scene. Our law enforcement sources say that's possible, but tell us it's also possible others not yet named were involved and the social media post was irrelevant. Chief Moore says the attacker tried to steal Rock's extensive amount of jewelry before the shooting. The 17-year-old under arrest is said to be Trone's son, and according to a police statement, is being held on suspicion of murder, suggesting the teen is the one who went into the restaurant and fired the shots. The teen's stepmother, 32-year-old Chantel Trone, is being held in jail on suspicion of being an accessory to murder, and the teen's father, Freddie Trone, is described in the wanted bulletin as being involved in the murder. Our contacts say detectives believe he drove his son to commit the crime, then acted as the getaway driver. Now, until the criminal complaints are filed in court, it's unlikely we're going to get much more specific information about the alleged roles each of the three are suspected of playing in the crime. The LAPD says it plans to present evidence to prosecutors either late today or tomorrow.
Lord, Lord, Lord. First of all, can y'all hear me? I don't sound weird, do I? Want to be sure I ain't sounding weird and crazy. You know, sometimes I come back on and the sound be weird, be weary. So hopefully y'all can hear me fine. So, the fact that it's a whole family who literally work together to kill somebody, and the shooter is a 17-year-old son, allegedly, it's crazy. It's insane. Because y'all plotted and planned to go kill that man for his jewelry. And either way it go, the fact that the father would include a 17, but you know, these streets don't play. These streets don't play. These streets don't have no love and respect for nobody. You know, I keep hearing about how bad things are getting, like in LA, even how bad things are getting in Atlanta. You know, I'm here in Detroit, Michigan, and like, I don't think it's that bad here. I don't hear about as much foolishness going on as we used to, but to know that they round there like really setting folks up and robbing people, it's crazy. So, and also the fact that they have the son in custody, the stepmom, but old Papa was a Rolling Stone ass dude. He the one that got away. You gonna let your kid be, you know, hemmed up on some murder charges to where the kid is the killer and you the driver? All I can say is, you know, I hope they arrest his ass too. They all need to go to jail. They all need to be up in jail because it was look. Nobody should take nobody's else's life unless you are literally, you know, defending yourself, and that's it. That's it. People think Detroit's crime is very. It's not. Detroit is not like that. You know what I'm saying? Do crazy things happen in Detroit? Yes. But we don't, there are not murders and carjackings and, you know, all this stuff every day here. Like, we don't really have that here. Things do happen, yes, but no, Detroit is not bad like that. I think people think it is, and that's what they think, but no. But you also, but like anywhere else, I ain't no fool now. And we ain't walk around here like, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't nothing. But I feel like I don't hear about as much craziness here in my own state, in my own city. And I'm consistently hearing about crazy things going on. Mostly we hear about things going on in Atlanta with folks, you know, run up in people's houses or whatever. And now, you know, stuff in LA or whatever. So yeah, we don't really have that stuff like that on a consistent basis, because also we don't have that many famous folk around here. So it could be why it's worse in Atlanta, it could be worse in LA, because there are more rich, famous people here and not, you know, there than there is here. At the end of the day, though, any adults in any situation who's taking a 17-year-old with them for any of them to be able to commit a crime is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So they got 2 of the 3. They waited to get his ass. They should get his ass too. Okay. Because I was like, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. But let's move on and let's get into the foolishness. Okay. Let's get into the foolishness. But first, y'all should do what? Like the damn video. the video was to clear the space and clear the air in between, one segment of conversation to the other. Because you can't go from death and death, so we have to have a cleansed palate, okay? BSimone, the baby, and DaniLeigh. So we talked yesterday about when Hollywood Unlocked posted a story that DaniLeigh had allegedly requested that BSimone be removed from being on the episode that she was on Wild 'N Out. Now, I said yesterday, what I said was, I can see DaniLeigh's point. Okay. Thank you, Eddie Ed. Detroit is nowhere near Chicago or Atlanta. We're not that bad. We really not. People think, no, but we're gonna get off. We're gonna move on from that conversation. We're gonna move on from that conversation, and let that be. Okay. Anyway, because we want to, the video was to change the whole conversation. I'm playing. I play it again now. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We gotta cleanse the palate. You gotta cleanse the palate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but as we said yesterday, okay, that was what came out. Now we knew what people comment in the comment section. We know that just hilarious, and that it was just hilarious. It was somebody else in the Super Sim was in the comment section, or whatever. And it was weird that they kind of stayed on DaniLeigh's ass. And I'm like, but is it that serious? Is it that serious? So today, BSimone is on a show, I think on Bounce. It's her, it's Kim Coles, it's something about Find Your Happiness. I don't know how to watch it. But so she was, Pretty V. Thank y'all. Pretty V. Okay, because they also on Wild 'N Out. But BSimone and Kim Coles were on the Tamron Hall show today. Now I said, wait a minute. Who leaked that the day before she was? Because I'm like, does BSimone do like press? Like, does she usually be on TV shows and talk shows? I don't know. I don't follow her. So now I'm like, why? Also, that the day before she on the show. Okay, a story break about her baby being put up. I was like, whatever. I still feel like if I don't rock with you, I have a right to say I don't rock with you. I feel like people, this is the weird thing for me. People don't like Danny because is what he for that song. I've moved past that. She's apologized. She knows she was stupid. People didn't like BSimone because BSimone plagiarized making a book that she sold that wasn't really hers. So it's like it's two people who people did not like who are now at odds because of the baby. And it's weird to me that nobody can understand that Danny's point was we don't get along. So if I'm coming on the show, I can say, hey, I don't want to be around there with her over there. I didn't see an issue with that. Because I said yesterday, if I don't rock with you and I have to do something that you're involved in, I don't say, well, are they gonna be there? I don't want to be around them. Can they not be there? From my because Wild 'N Out records 18,000 episodes. Wild 'N Out has 18,000 members on their teams. And I don't see why it's a big issue that somebody she had an issue with. She said, hey, can she not be there for my episode? Because we don't rock. It don't matter if it's about the baby. If we don't rock, we don't rock. And this is why I said it's funny to me how people are making it seem as if DaniLeigh was wrong for this, saying, I don't want to be around her, when anybody else in the world will be like, I don't be around people I don't fuck with. So I think it's smart to say this is a job for all of us. Me and her don't rock. So she should not be there. She didn't ask the girl to get fired. She said, from my episode, can the person I'm not cool with not be there cracking jokes with me. Okay, so that was yesterday. I want to play the audio of BSimone, who was on Tamara Hall show confirming. Now I had to speed up the voice, so it's gonna sound funny, but that's how I don't get flagged. Okay, after that, we will hear DaniLeigh respond to what happened. I'm gonna then play for y'all what pissed DaniLeigh off for real. Let's listen.
I'm going to answer that very simply. It is true, but we're going to have grace for that situation. I don't agree with it, but I understand it, especially, you know, she's not that mature, so we're just going to have grace for her and move forward. That sounds like the publicist's answer, but I've had time to think about it and not react emotionally, and that's genuinely how I feel. And I've been on Wild 'N Out for 9 seasons, so I wasn't on that episode because she was on the episode.
Hey.
So, what she said was, yes, it happened. I was asked to not be on that episode. She said that DaniLeigh is not mature enough to be around her, but she's fine with it. I wouldn't care. I feel like had Tiana Taylor said, you know what, me and BSimone ain't rocking. You know what I'm saying? She tried to fuck him on. I ain't rocking with that lady. I just, because she not be on my episode. No one would have a problem. I really feel like the reason is because it's because of DaniLeigh. I think had it been one of the baby's other baby mamas, it would not have been an issue. It would not have been an issue. But I'm gonna let that be, okay? The same way, in my opinion, that BSimone saying, you know, I'm mature about it. I don't really care, whatever I'm saying, I'm fine. If she ain't care, I don't see why it's a big deal. I would not care if somebody I don't rock with is coming on a show I'm on and she said, well, okay, bitch, fine. All right. It's one show. I'm doing 15 other shows. I don't care. BSimone did not lose a bag. BSimone wasn't fired. BSimone was whatever. All it was for that one episode that Danny was at, she wasn't on the show. She was still, that ain't a big issue to me. And now let's hear what DaniLeigh had to say on live today.
My team gonna get mad at me for coming live. My heart is shaking because I hate drama, I hate all this stuff. It's just like follows me everywhere. So I think it's just cool. I think I should just address it honestly, because it's eating me up and it's just really not cool. So the situation, I just feel like, okay, from the jump, it was never a demand. I don't know why the blogs are seeding it out to put it out that I demanded BSimone not to be on Wild 'N Out. Wasn't the case. Wild 'N Out asked me. I love Wild 'N Out shows. I always supported Nick. I've always supported the comedians on the show. So, you know, me and BSimone are not cool. So my team asked if it's cool if she doesn't do the episode that I do. Respectfully. It was never anything to be like, I'm a diva, I thought it'd be more mature to have us not sitting next to each other on a show, making it mad awkward and uncomfortable. You know, like I'm protecting my peace, I'm protecting my heart on the situation. It wasn't petty. She was actually there, so I'm sure she got paid. It wasn't to take away money from nobody's pocket. It was just, why would we say, I didn't know you wanted, like, I don't know. So, yeah. Recently, she just did a whole diss song about me. I didn't say nothing about it. I seen text messages between him and her. I didn't say nothing about it. And that's what it was. That's it. I'm handling the situation maturely because I feel like I'm not saying anything. I'm just doing me. And she on a TV interview talking about trying to make this a whole whatever. And it just is what it is. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like I'm working really, really hard right now. I'm on tour. I'm fucking tired. I'm taking time away from my baby to, like, just kind of, like, just work and just do what I got to do. And it's just, like, I feel like the devil just wants to follow me and just, I don't know, clown me. I don't know if it's real life, guys. Like, I know there's a lot of internet stuff, but you guys don't know it's real life. Real life stuff has happened. You guys don't know details. If I don't want to be around somebody, it ain't no diva thing. It's just, hey, is it cool she's not on this episode? I don't think it was that deep. I'm sorry. Like, for real, I really wouldn't have did the episode if I would have known all of this would have came out of it. I'd rather have not done it. I just thought respectfully I would ask and see if that was cool. Bam, it's done. I'm never fighting over no community dick. I'm never fighting over nothing. Like, I'm past that. I'm over it. I understand. I'm not insecure. I'm not scared. I'm just not going to be around somebody that me and you don't clearly mess with each other. So, I don't know. That's just, it ain't missing out on no money. She was there. I'm sure she got paid. If she didn't get paid, well, then I should pay her for that day, for her being there in her time. I don't got no more problems. I don't want to speak on the situation at all. I'm on tour. I'm working on new music. I just want to, like, focus on that. And who knows if this will get backlash, because it is what it is with me. I know everybody likes to come for me. It's all good, like, but I'm really just focusing on myself right now. I'm on tour, and that's it. It ain't no demand. It ain't no nothing. It's just protecting my peace, protecting my energy. That's it. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I would like to say, but, yeah. Let's see what part the blogs pick up from this live and see what happens, because it is what it is. There's no beef. Everybody on the cast and the show, everybody was cool. It was no problems on set. It was problems now, but it's all good. Like, I'm not even tripping. Nobody's in my position. I had a kid with John. Like, this ain't no little. It's a real, like, it was a sensitive topic for me. It was a sensitive situation. It's a lot. So nobody's in my shoes in this situation.
So I see some comments. Let's see some comments. The Atlantic Creole. I feel like this is another situation where Danny shows her colorless ways. How was she the same color as BSimone? How was that showing her colorless ways? I don't understand that. Okay. But Danny went to her job. Well, that's true. But if the show called her, and again, the thing about it is, old girl said yesterday that production does what they have to do to make people comfortable. Production could have said no. Production could have said no. Nick took Carlos Miller off for a couple of seasons because they got into it. When it was squashed, he gave him his job back. But nobody being pissed off at Nick. Well, Nick out here having babies. That's one thing. Okay. But also, Danny said how old girl made a diss song about her. Now I was like, did she make a diss song? So I had to go, and they posted it. Now look, the little diss song, I had to slow it down, okay, to hopefully not get flagged. We're gonna hope that we don't get flagged for the stuff we posted. You know, YouTube is real funny about stuff. So I had to slow it down. Slow it down. The audio is slowed down. Okay. She wrote a song about DaniLeigh and the baby. Okay, listen up.
Diamonds on pneumonia, yeah, it's silent, but I'm pushing P. No, I don't want your baby daddy, swear I'm way too P. Relax, I'm way too G. Plus, I'm trying to keep the peace. Don't get loud, have a seat. You are BM number 3.
So that's what Danny meant when she said she made a whole diss song about me. So I didn't want to be on here on the show with her when she made a diss song about me. I was like, why is BSimone making a diss song about Danny in the first place? I'm just wondering that. So again, I feel like people are holding on to that yellow butters where he was. And people just do not like her because of that. And her saying, I just didn't want to be around her. They asked me to do the show. I said, cool, but me and her ain't cool. Can she not be there? Production agreed. She wasn't on the show. They recorded the show. Nothing happened at the show. Nobody was pissed. And then it's crazy because the story gets leaked about it, and now people again don't like Danny. I don't care either way. I don't support nothing that she do or BSimone. I think they both can be on some fuck shit, but I can fully get that if you don't get along with somebody, you should not want to be around them. I feel like you can ask, hey, does she have to be there? We don't get along. I don't want to be in no bullshit or whatever. I just can't believe that nobody sees the reason she asked it, and everyone is acting like, well, you know, if I don't like somebody, no, not in entertainment. Not in entertainment. It's like, I wonder, do y'all know how many people probably say, I don't want, we've heard people say they've got denied getting to parties or whatever. It's all kind of stupid shit that happen in the industry where one person don't like somebody else, so they don't want to be around somebody. And now I'm like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's, you know, ain't that serious. Okay, look, because at the end of the day, she not going to be back on Wild 'N Out. BSimone still there. So what's the big issue? What's the big issue? Two light-skinned girls who have said dumb shit we didn't like. Yellow thought us where he was. We didn't like it. BSimone has said some dumb shit too. Made a whole fake book. As a black person, we all ask, who gonna be there? Who are gonna be around now? Because you know I'm fuck with Keisha. Keisha there? I ain't coming. Okay, you want to like Keisha? Okay, so it's the shit that happens in everyday life. It happens in everyday life. The Atlanta Creole, thank you for the super chat. However, I don't agree, but I put it up because you paid for it. I don't think this has anything to do with her colorism. But be blessed, okay? Anyway, I love you too. And everyone's opinion is warranted, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't agree. I just don't agree. But guess what we gonna do? We gonna move on to the next thing. Bishop Rob-bery. Now I know y'all keep saying that he live right now. I know he is. I heard, I was told. However, I'm live right now. So I do not want to, because I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes he plays music. So again, if he live, right, y'all already know this. Y'all already know if that man live, we will talk about it the next day. You know, when I already have a live done, no, don't do that. When I already have a live going, I've already downloaded stuff to discuss. I really don't like going to someone live because then it's a detour. It's a detour. Okay. So whatever you let me see.
It's September 28th. This happened on this block button too, y'all.
Keep blocking folks. So again, oh girl, too much sound. Little Jesus, no sound. I don't want the sound going. Okay. So whatever he talking about, I will cut that shit down tomorrow, and today, and we will have a conversation tomorrow. Okay. But today, now, he was live the other day and still going at Larry Reed. Now, y'all see, I was showing y'all on our last live discussing that man. When he was Sunday, he was up here preaching and prophesizing and whatever up in his room with a church. He was having, holy night that Jesus is upon us or whatever. He was trying to be a godly bishop, okay? And then he left that alone and came right back around here doing some foolishness, okay? So we have 2 lives to listen to, okay? The first one is him discussing Larry Reed and some other allegations, and I just feel like some bullshit and some bullshit that the bishop was always doing. Okay, after that, because of the press conference he did, we will watch and roast his ass on that. Okay, so I hope y'all have some water or some juice or some vodka It looked like 20 different people, and he the same person. The same person. Okay, so Bishop Rob-bery was out here, this causing a havoc. Okay, because he want to make it seem as if he's innocent. He didn't do nothing. Okay, he didn't do nothing. No one should be upset with me. It's all Bishop. It's all Larry Reed lying on me. I'm gonna expose Larry Reed. I'm gonna get revenge and karma because I am Bishop Rob-bery and I can do whatever God tells me to do. I don't think God talked to that man. I don't. Okay, now. Bishop Rob-bery, in my opinion, fully got these recordings that he's playing of about Larry Reed. I feel like he fully got that from that man who Larry Reed sued. Because how you all of a sudden have all of the recordings from one person? It's impossible. The only person who probably had that stuff and was sent it to you was the person who recorded it, who was the person Larry Reed sued. So let's get into some Bishop Rob-bery foolishness, okay? Y'all know it's a watch along, so we're gonna watch and talk and crack jokes and laugh the whole time.
I need to share this, y'all. We ain't gonna be up here long. I just want to just take.
And again, his live was an hour and a half. I cut it down to like 30 minutes, okay? I had to listen to an hour and a half of foolishness to get this shit. So y'all better enjoy. That's why I say when he's currently live, I can't go over there to what he's doing. Because he be on live too damn long. And I have a plan. Now again, whatever he's saying today, we will watch tomorrow. Okay, it's the following day. Now, unless I was on live not talking about him and he was on live, we could watch it together. We could do that. But we know we have to stay according to the plan. Okay?
Here, a little housekeeping, some things, Let's go over a few things. Little footage, little audio. Y'all know how we do here, And that's what it is. They messed with the wrong one. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness. I am JD Howard. He says, when God strikes you dead for being a bad representation to the church, trust me, it's coming.
I say, dead. God gonna strike him dead? Woo! Now, I do believe on 2 of these parts I added some sound. So don't be startled if you hear some sound. I think I added crickets one time and some thunder the second time. So I want to forewarn y'all. But I'm like, damn, somebody said God gonna strike that me. I said, damn, strike him dead, Lord? Lord?
Get a life.
Who? What kind of pastor tell someone to get a life? Ain't you supposed to be a forgiving person? Aren't you supposed to turn the other cheek? Not get a life.
Get a life. Please just get a life. I'm talking about y'all people be in my inbox speaking in tongues. Don't know what you talking about because you don't know me. You know how I know you don't know what you're talking about? Because you don't know me.
And that's the weird thing. I think he be forgetting that people be commenting to him about him and what he say.
And everything that you're interpreting what your tongues is saying, it's absolutely wrong because it's not me. I know me. I'm not going to lie on me.
What?
Right? So
you ain't going to lie on who? Sir, we think a couple things may not be true.
For you want to talk about when God strikes you dead for being a bad representation of the church, I want to say this to y'all, right? I want to say this to you. It's people like you.
Mm-hmm.
Why pastors and bishops and prophets are able to molest people in the church, right?
I said what? How you gonna say it's people like that? Who ain't what? I was confused. God and Jesus, like, he's not pleased. Not pleased. Who says that? Who says that? Let me wind a little bit. Little bit.
People like you. Why pastors and bishops and prophets are able to molest people in the church, right? Right?
No.
You know, it's people like you. It's people like you
No.
that allow mess to go on in the church because y'all think that we're so holy. Y'all think that we're so holy that things don't happen in the church.
No, we don't
So
think that.
let me explain something to you.
That's the weird part. He up here making it seem as if, because this is the thing, nobody has an issue with anybody trying to bring to light things going on in the church. People have an issue with you being around here trying to get a vendetta against somebody who called you a philanderer, not a philanderer, but a lying, cheating, stealing pastor. So why are you not placing, you know what I'm saying, blame and placing accusations and, oh, people like you, that's why people are like, no, that ain't what it is.
Okay? And if you come back up here again, I'm going to block you. But I'm going to use this time just to say this, right? I'm not a bad representation of the church.
You lying. Look at God. God, like you ain't a what?
I'm the one that was brought in the church by God to flip these tables over. Right? That's what that's why I'm here. I'm the one that's not afraid, right? Everybody want to run, and people who haven't texted me in so long, hey brother, and giving me scriptures and telling me I don't think you should do it. Well, you don't know what I'm going through, and you don't know what God's saying to me. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be the defender of the church. And I really don't care what you say and how you say it. So you can sit here and pray for lightning to come out of the sky. Let me tell you something. If that's the way I'm supposed to go, then that's the way I'm supposed to go. I've been hearing people doing witchcraft or whatever. Let me tell you something about that, right?
Nah, so let me get this right. First, they came and they robbed you. Okay, then they came in the church and was talking to you, whatever. Now they're doing witchcraft. Who said they doing witchcraft? Who said that? What happened? What? God may strike you just because you want here playing around. And it's like nobody can say what God said to anybody else that's true. But it's like God ain't around here saying for you to be vengeful and try to get revenge, okay, on people who just did not believe that you was as innocent as you seem to be. And the thing about it is nobody it was a sizzle, okay? It was a sizzle. Nobody, nobody felt like you did not get robbed. Everyone's issue was how you acted after the robbery.
Witchcraft works for a moment, but God uses it for his positive, right? So keep on with your hokey pokey and dokey wokey and make all the witchcraft you want to make. Let me tell you something. God will prevail.
How did we get here? How did we get from he went from molestation in the church to people allowing it to happen to him being struck down by lightning to witchcraft to hokey pokey it? I was like, sir, you're rambling. You're rambling.
That stuff can't work. It works in a sense. It works in a sense. I'm not afraid of none of that. I'm not afraid of none of it. And at the end of the day, there's so many people. There's so many people that have so many opinions, right? Oh, why are you going at that man like that? You obsessed. Do you know what he does to the church?
But you are obsessed. It's giving obsession. Why are you so obsessed with me? It's giving obsession. Mainly because so many people covered this story when it first happened. So many people said the exact same thing. They was cracking jokes here and there and everywhere. But you seem to be stuck on Larry Reed. And you keep using the excuse of, do you know what he does to the church? What do you mean? It's like, this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. He feel like Larry Reed is out here messing up a church by discussing and talking about the crazy things that happen in the church. But you just said to the person in the comment section that they are the ones who help people do those bad things because you don't want it to be exposed. So you want to expose people, but you don't want Larry Reed to do it. That's called an oxymoron.
Do you know what Larry Reed does to the church? Huh? Do you know that? Do you know the families, the church families that have to suffer? You know, I said to myself,
fuck, we don't care. If somebody does something wrong and it gets exposed, you can't blame the person exposing it. Larry Reed has not ruined a church or the families. Whoever did what they did is to blame. Just saying.
Stop tripping. You know what I said to myself?
What?
I said, I was going to chill out. We did a Larry Reed weekend, Friday and Saturday. I said, I'm going to chill out.
He did Larry Reed weekend, then went and prayed to God on Sunday, and then came back on Monday with a bunch of fuck shit. He literally was... God is not in this. Not at all.
But then, my team said he posted something about Maverick City. And I told this boy, be quiet. Leave the church alone. You better go to secular music now. Leave the church alone. I have so many documents and I have so much recording. And I'm going to play a little bit for y'all.
And we're not going to listen to most of that recording that he has. He keeps saying, I have all these documents. He just had the documents that's on the court order. That's it. But he wants folks to believe, and I'm not defending Larry Reed. I'm not at all. I'm just calling out when someone is trying to manipulate people and to get people away from what he did. Let me be around here and confuse and confuddle. I know that doesn't work. Confuse and confuddle y'all to not be thinking about or remembering what they're accusing me of. Okay, let me be sure and let me be around here to tell y'all what Larry Reed did. I was like, at what point do you no longer care and you want to only be out here promoting yourself and pointing the word of God? Never. Why? Because you like the attention. And it's weird that he wants to say, well, God, y'all don't know what God said. God has not told you to do any of this. Not none. And it's a reason that you are focused and obsessed with Larry Reed. Because truth be told, Larry Reed ain't said shit in a couple days. Like most bloggers don't comment on stuff until something happens. You keep being on bullshit, we're going to keep talking about it. He's delusional.
I have so much alleged stuff, right? Alleged, right? And it's so much stuff that you guys need to hear, right? Every time he talk about the church, I want y'all to inbox me like y'all been doing. And I am going to, I have so much audio I'm talking about for days. I have so much.
Because what him and his team went and did was, one, got the audio from the man who recorded stuff from before. Okay. They also are listening to old Larry Reed lives and recording that stuff.
I have so much paperwork for days. I'm talking about, woo. And I heard that he put out he made a comment talking about that I received this from somebody and he already won that case and it was a bunch of lies. Everything that's being played is a bunch of lies. Something to that magnitude he posted. Now that's a lie.
That's not true. This is the gotcha. This is the gotcha. We know a couple years ago there was a YouTuber who was talking to different people who was accusing Larry Reed of stuff. Those are recordings that person had, that person put out on their channel a couple years ago. Okay, we know that already. That's what we're talking about. Okay, he's now trying to make it seem as if the recordings he has, which are the same ones that was played back then, is not what he had. It's like, sir, it's the exact same stuff. It's the exact same stuff. It's the exact same stuff. Just saying. So it's stupid for him to make it seem as if we stupid and we don't know it's the exact same conversation. Now, I'm not saying Larry Reid is innocent because I wasn't there. I don't know. What I do know is I also saw the court paperwork, okay? And at the end of the day, if there is audio from victims saying he did these things to us and all this went to court, there's no way that the court would not hold him liable for the accusations and the recordings, unless there's no evidence that what was said was actually true. And for both parties, Larry Reid and the dude, Daryl so-and-so, to not have to be paying each other whatever, the dude agreed to take the stuff down because it wasn't, they had no proof that it was true. In that aspect, Larry Reid won that lawsuit because the person he sued for defamation had to take down the videos. Because sometimes when you sue somebody, it ain't about you getting money. It's take down the goddamn stuff. I.e. Tasha K. Had Tasha K took down the stuff of Cardi B, she would not have been sued. That's the crazy part. So again, he had these lives, and because it'd be an hour and a half, nobody can stop and think, this is the same fucking audio from before. You hear the damn YouTuber doing the interview. What the we not dumb. You is, but we not.
Okay? That's a lie. All right? The only thing that, I know you said something about a vlogger. I don't want to say his name, but they was in court, and they both agreed not to talk to each other, and he...
You don't have to say Daryl Moore name because you saying that the vlogger, he only, we know who it is. To me, he trying not to say that man's name because that man is who sent him the damn stuff. So I don't mention him. At least I can like, well, I didn't say his name. What I said was like the person we sued, that ain't who gave it. Yes, he did.
He's running around here because we said we need answers. We didn't say you did anything, Larry. Good old Larry. We ain't say you did nothing. I ain't say that you did anything. I just said all this stuff is alleged. I hit play like this, right? Like this, right? I hit play, right?
So I'm gonna tell y'all what he finna play. So we know Larry Reid has admitted to things over time. Again, he keeps saying how he has all this audio. Him and his team are just going on old Larry live videos, recording stuff he said from before to make it fit the narrative now, for one. And for two, you got that information from that man. Okay, so what you finna hear is a recording from a Larry Reid live YouTube video that they recorded. I just want to let y'all know what it was.
This is one of the things that I hit play on, right? Right? This is one of the things I hit play. Are y'all ready? See, I hit play, right? And this is not alleged though. But I'm just trying to show you that I hit play, okay? Hold on. Let's just play this right here. This is straight from Larry Reid's mind, heart, and mouth. Here we go.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, you know, as a pastor, as a mentor, you know, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Now, that was you, Mr. Reid.
So again, he is enjoying this situation with Larry Reid. And what Larry Reid did say was, I understand when people get involved with their tutors or their whoever's and this and that and that and this, that I have been involved with people in my past and I'm not proud of it. If somebody asked me about it, I would deny it. So I was like, okay, I feel like you went and found something that fit the narrative to make it seem like that was him admitting that he did what you are accusing him of. Because while he keeps saying, I'm not saying he did it, I'm just all alleged. No, you are purposely playing stuff that has already been through the court systems and no one picked up on it. And that's it. And I feel like we have seen, and it's not in defense of pastors or whoever who do things wrong. It's a difference between somebody doing something wrong to someone and doing something wrong. Because as a bishop, as a pastor, as a mentor, you're not supposed to date or mess around with people who are who you are like are beneath you. Like who are your students or whatever. You're not supposed to do that. That's different from I am a pastor and I'm going to physically or mentally, emotionally, spiritually, intentionally harm someone and get away with it. But again, he tried to say stuff and do stuff to make people feel like Larry Reed is around here admitting to these things. And I'm like, that's just not true. We don't know that to be true, but I'm leaving that.
That was you. I told you, y'all played with the wrong one. I'm not worried about what tomorrow holds because God holds tomorrow, right? I ain't worried about none of that. Y'all could wish, they could wish whatever they want to wish, and I don't care. But when you talk about my church, when you talk about my family, when you laugh about what happened with my family or how a gun was in my daughter's face, and when you laugh about what have happened to my church and the traumatization that's going on in my church, man, you fair game, brother. You fair game. And I got so much more where this is coming from.
So you're gaining ammunition. It's weird that he keeps just focusing on, I got more for you because you laughed at me. We all laughed. A lot of people laughed. I think the police laughed too. But he's a bit obsessed. He's a bit obsessed.
So much. And it's crazy to me how people run around here, like how he runs around here, talking about everybody allegations, but got all of these allegations. There is a open child molestation case.
It's not a child molestation case.
That's connected to a house that you owned.
You hear that? There's a case from a house he owned. There's a case open at a house he owned. He did not say he was named in the suit. He did not say he was nothing. Something happened at a house you owned. That says forcible touching. That nothing has happened with the case since 2018. So again, he be saying stuff because if you hear him just say, he's involved in a child molestation case at a house he owned, it makes it sound like, oh, he's accused of these things and no one's addressed it. It's like, but he's not named in it. But for me as a bishop, why are you concerned with that? Like, why are you not more concerned with getting your house in order? Why are you not more concerned with fixing your church? Why are you not concerned with yourself? Okay? Yourself. There's no open case for Larry Reed for an alleged child molestation. There isn't. There was a police report that didn't have anybody's name on it. It only had the address of a house Larry Reed owned at one point in time. That's it. But that's his proof. Okay.
Are you kidding me? And we said, all we needed some answers, and the only answer you come up with is, oh, that case was thrown out. It was the judge said it was lies. That is a lie.
What? So even though there's a full court case that has all these same allegations in it, that was posted on social media, It literally went through the court system.
That is a lie. You was talking about a vlogger, and I pulled the paperwork, and you guys came to an agreement because both of you guys was fighting. And
No. See, you see how you can say stuff and you think it's true? No. The judge ordered them to go to mediation. If what was being alleged had truth to it, it would not go to mediation. A judge will not send something to mediation when there is proof that somebody has sexually harassed, assaulted, attacked someone. That ain't how the law works. Because the actual court documents, it's a whole bunch of pages. But I read it before. We talked about it 2-3 lives ago. The paperwork did say the judge ordered them to go to mediation, and then dude agreed to take down the video. Larry Reed agreed to not sue for like money. They both paid their own fees for court, and that was it. And also true, he keeps saying the house Larry owned, but ain't showed not damn proof that Larry lived there at the time. You would think somebody who's into real estate would know you can own a house and not have anything to do with what's going on there. That's because he's not really into investment in real estate.
y'all was spending money. So he said, you want to know what? I'm tired of spending money. So you know what? I'll take down my stuff if you don't say nothing about me and you take down your stuff, and y'all made an agreement. That does not mean that these allegations, the judge did not rule that these allegations was a lie.
Oh, so the judge saw allegations of sexual situations and the judge didn't do shit? Of a gay black man? No, I'm sorry, not gay. He's not gay. Of a black man? Judges like making examples of us. They just do. You can't tell me on that nan green earth that somebody was being accused by multiple people of being inappropriate, and a judge said, "Oh, y'all good. Just take it down. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna investigate. We're not gonna look into it. No. No. Stupid.
That's not true. So we need answers, Mr. Reed. There's a lot going on. And then after this one right here, after we got you on video saying this, hold on.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
You see how he just enjoys the shit?
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be.
Why not a Bible study? Go do something with yourself. Go do something.
Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. I am not. Yes, I'm playing new content from the church.
We know.
My grandma and my mom brought me to church.
Are you sure? What church? Because I don't know.
So therefore, you cannot buy me. You cannot call a bishop of the bishops of the bishops of the Lord's church to call me and tell me to stop. Nobody can do that. None of y'all own me. Ain't none of y'all can say nothing to me.
So now I want y'all to remember, he's saying nobody can make him do nothing. They can't control him. They can't force him to do whatever. Nobody control. I want y'all to remember how he's saying nobody can make him do whatever. He's his own man. Okay.
God did this for me. Ain't not one of you have your hand in nothing that I have. I don't need to preach at your church. and I don't need your relationship. All right, Paulette, we're gonna block you. And I don't need your relationship. I don't need your relationship. Let me block you too. Bam. It's a little block party over here.
How you blocking? Why you should be too focused on God to be block? How you blocking God's children?
I'm sorry. Some things just, I don't need y'all relationships. Y'all can all talk about me. All of y'all can talk about me.
Okay.
It don't matter to me.
It do.
Doesn't matter to me.
It do.
All right. And I'm encouraging every pastor that feels like they need to have a relationship with these other pastors and bishops by being bullied.
What you? It's weird that it's like he the only one who feel like he being bullied. Like nobody else is saying nothing that he's saying. Ain't nobody else out here like, I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be buddy with the bishops. I don't want to be bullied. It's only you. You're the only one who no one wants to deal with.
Right? You better get out of that relationship. That's a domestic violence relationship. God did this, y'all. And I love everybody.
Lies. You love Larry. He loves Larry. Bishop loves Larry. Bishop loves Larry.
As long as you respect me, I respect you.
Lies.
That's it. Bottom line. Right? So I just want y'all to understand who I am.
Who are you?
That's it. I did no wrong to nobody. I ain't say nothing wrong to nobody.
Lies.
And I'm using my platform. Yes, I'm using my platform to talk about. I want y'all to get this. I just want y'all to get this, right? Because everybody is so judgmental. Let me tell you what this is all about.
He's changing the narrative. He's shifting this way.
I am.
You are
bringing to light.
Okay.
An alleged child molestation report. Well,
that's not true though. That's not true though. That's not true. You can't. This is the crazy thing. You can't say you're bringing to light that when the only thing you have is a police report with an address, not a name, an address.
The report is not alleged. The report is a fact. But there are allegations that these child molestation happen at a pastor's address named Larry Reed.
How much stuff has happened at your address? Is that why you don't have your own church? Because if you don't own your own church, if you have to keep renting from the Baby Shower Cathedral, okay, for the First Tabernacle Church of Lies, Tithes, and Offerings, if you do not have your own address, can no one say that something happened at something you own because you don't own shit? I'm just wondering. Because you keep bringing up the fact that, okay, there's something that happened at an address of a house he owned. So, you know what I mean? Landlords own houses and people do crazy stuff. Landlords get phone calls from the police and say, your house was involved in some drug shit. Your house was involved in some murder shit. Your house was involved with some property. That's why people don't like renting places they own, because if something happens, you are then connected to it. Now, had he had a whole police report that said, Jane Doe or John Doe, child of age under 18, okay, is accusing Larry Reed of the Reedness and whatever. Had the police report said that, okay, then boom. Yes, there's an open investigation with that man name on it. But his fucking address, sir, that is not an accusation of Larry did something. He sounds stupid.
Okay? And we need answers.
Who is we? We don't need shit. We want you to stop. We want you to hush. We want you to pause it because you keep making something an issue that none of us is saying is an issue. You went and found a police report from 4 years ago. From 4 years ago. You went and found an old police report from 4 years ago just to say that man did something. How? You did not even find a police report that had that man's name on it. But because you know some people will hear you say something and believe it and not do no footwork. Not me. I do footwork. I find shit out. Okay? But let's keep listening.
Okay? Answers. Answers. We need answers. There were 3 men. They're men now, but they were boys. That was allegedly molested. And I've been playing their allegations. And I'm going to...
First of all, I'm back. First of all, the people who are on recordings have all stated they were at least 18 or over when anything happened with that man. The recording we listened to the other day, the person specifically said that they were 19 or 20 when messing around with Larry. So it's one thing to want to say that somebody accused him of maybe brainwashing him or whatever. But you can't be making up ages because again, somebody that's 19 years old and Larry is 30 years old, it's just different. No one has came out and said that anything happened while they were literally a child.
Play a new one where they're reading text messages. Okay? Where they're reading text messages. All right? And that's that. Now, I'm going to say this one thing to the dude, Jive, right? You talked about my mother.
Oh, Lord. Now, I meant to pull the audio when Jive said that man mama was a hoe. Jive said your mama was a hoe. You know, she did not know who your daddy was. I was like, oh, shit. Jive said that man mama was a hoe. Oh, no. Okay. So that was crazy. True. One person fully recanted. He said he lied and he was embarrassed. He's a shameless media and attention whore. Bishop can't get right, going to get sued. How does he have the demographics? Not sir, your pink glasses looking not they looking crooked. Okay. I am hate watching. I agree. I do too. And this thing. I hate having to watch it the first time to cut it down for it to make fucking sense. You know what I mean? He tries so hard to make it an issue, but getting upset, no one's buying it. That's the crazy part. Because when somebody come out and say, hey, somebody was, somebody did something to people usually believe it. And it's like nobody believed you because what you're saying don't make no damn sense. Yes, Cleopatra, he's regurgitating old stuff incorrectly to make it seem like Larry Reed has done things that people are ignoring. And again, I was not there. I am not defending Larry Reed. All I'm saying is the court documents show these allegations were brought up in the defamation suit that Larry Reed had against the YouTuber a couple years ago. Was literally in court. There's no court around here that's going to hear of the allegations of somebody doing things sexually to underage people who will ignore it once it's in the court. That ain't how it works. But he wants people to believe that's how it works, but we know it's not. Okay, we know it ain't. And now he wants to bring Jive into it, okay, who was also involved. And he's speaking up because Jive on Jive Live a couple days ago. Somebody sent me the link of it. And Jive was fully talking about that man mama. But Jive made it seem as if it was in retaliation to Bishop Rob-bery bringing up Jive mama. And it also seemed like Jive was saying stuff based on that alleged sister who was saying my daddy was not Bishop Rob-bery daddy. The man Bishop Rob-bery keeps saying was killed when he was a kid. The girl wasn't saying allegedly that he really wasn't the father of Bishop Rob-bery, which is why Jive then was thinking mama was a hoe. So that's what he's talking about right now.
And we showed you where your mama was. 24 years behind bars. Okay? Because y'all two was scamming. All right? Don't you ever talk about my mother. I got the phone call that you sent over. I got the phone call, right? But it ain't no war and peace at the same time. Y'all done messed with the wrong one. So you need to make a public apology and stop lying and stop doing what you're doing. Because now all of a sudden you don't know nothing. And all of a sudden you was brought into this. I don't want to hear none of that because I got some more stuff with you. And I got the paperwork that you told on your mother.
Now, Jive said he did not snitch on his mama. I did not get fully into it because I was halfway asleep listening to it. But I recall Jive saying that his mama did not let him know about some auditing stuff. And because of that, she ended up getting caught up because he was, I don't know. But he's adamant, Jive was adamant that he did not snitch on his mama. But he did say his mom is in jail. Now, because we're going to listen to his live tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'll re-listen to Jive to get a better understanding of what he was talking about with his organization that his mama had going on or whatever. But I want y'all to take Bishop Rob, what he's saying, with a grain of he lying.
Okay? I got the paperwork. So you need to make a public apology because you the one that called my mother names and you the one that talked crazy. All right?
Your mother's a whore. When I was like, Jive, no. Your mama's a whore. I wish I could find it. I was laughing.
So if you want to get out of this mess, you make a public apology and you stop talking about the church. Leave the church alone. Talk about secular people. Y'all don't want to talk about secular people. What? You want to know why? Because they'll bust you upside your head.
What? Now he sound dumb. To say that they don't want... There's a whole community of us who talk about everybody except church folk. There is 18,655 YouTubers and bloggers who consistently cover everything not church related. You can't then tell the folks who are only focusing on church stuff to not do that. Didn't you say earlier that people like to not give the truth out about the church? He said earlier, you the reason that people in church, the pastors or whatever, be getting away with that. Oh, really? Really? So earlier, folks were trying to get away with the bad stuff. Now you telling Jive he can't have commentary about shit going on in the church. He want him to stick to the No, sir. Don't put him in my sector. I handle the secular stuff. Let that man handle the church stuff.
But you want to talk about the church because y'all want to scripturalize this and talk about, oh, they have to turn the other cheek. All right. I ain't with it and I'm not playing. I got the paperwork. OK, I got the paperwork. Fine. So don't talk about my mother, Jive, because you know where your mama is.
He didn't say you did not know where your mama was. He said Your mama did not know who your daddy was. He never said that you don't know where your mama was. He didn't say that. He also Jive know his mama in jail. I'm just saying you mixing up shit.
All right, she's looking for commissary right now, and I don't like prison. I've been there. So, but at the end of the day, you want to talk about my mother? We're not going to sit here and then you want to say it to me. Well, I told everybody. No, you ain't tell everybody because everybody didn't know that.
Yes, they did. This is the thing. This is the thing. Okay, he's new to this. Jive been around for a minute, couple years or whatever, and Jive saying when all this shit happened a couple years ago, I had to address all of it then. 3-4 years ago, I addressed all of it then. I can't help that you a brand new bishop around here who wants some drama around here. Okay, and you don't, or you was not around when all that happened the first time. I don't know you shit. Nobody is even bringing up old crimes of bishop robbery. It's the new shit people talking about. So you want Jive to regurgitate a past situation. He's explained why. So you can be off the hook. Shut up.
All right. Okay, and you took the stand on your mama. All right.
You took a stand too on the folks who robbed you.
Right? So because I got the phone call today. If you don't want no smoke, you apologize and stay away. And I got some other stuff on you too, where you can't deny that you're a part of this. Let me tell you, my team is official like a ref with a whistle.
We don't believe you. We don't believe you. I don't think he has a team. You could even prevent 2 strangers from coming in you had 7 members. There was clear space, clear opportunity to see them walking in the building. You don't have enough team to keep 2 strangers from coming in your church and you choking one of them out. So do not be bragging about your team. Your team gonna help you get what? Arrested.
Oh, what's going on? There's another vlogger named Jive. He called himself King Jive, and he is Larry Reed's protege. That's his little brother, right? And he picked up and he started to talk about me and doing all type of YouTubes and all type of stuff. And then, start talking about my mother and giving and talking and calling my mother all type of names. So I did a little research on his mama.
He called her a hoe.
Found out him and his mother was stealing monies from the state that was supposed to go to children in need to feed them. Yeah, both of them. They got arrested in Florida. His mom did, I think, 4 years or 5 years in Florida.
I don't think. Look. I'm a find Jive live and find him discussing it because I can't correctly debunk what he's saying because I can't remember exactly how Jive explained it. But Jive fully explained what happened and how it really wasn't him. It was actually his mama.
Flew to Tennessee, and they both started another non-for-profit, and they did the same thing. Now his mom's got 24 years right now for stealing money, and they both was doing it. But good old Jive said, mama, I ain't doing this with you. And he started to talk.
You see, he wanted to say snitch, but he can't say that because he didn't snitch. But again, I want to say Jive fully addressed this on his live within the past week. It may have been I don't know why. I'm not sure how to say. It may have been the last live he did, if he hasn't done another one since. But I'm gonna find it. The King Jives. So the live he did called Nothing New But New People, King Jive Not Exposed. He fully addressed the allegation that he snitched on his mama, and he explained why he did not do it for one, and how he didn't know what was going on. His mom didn't tell him for two, but she is in jail. Okay. But, the fact that, he around here, he had time to find old paperwork of Larry Reed, old stuff of Jive. Who write your scriptures? Get your scriptures together.
Allegedly. But we do have paperwork. So, let me tell you this, right? It ain't no war and peace at the same time. Y'all done played with the wrong one. Straight like that. And let me tell you something. I come from the dirt, y'all. Straight like that. I come from the gutter, and God bless me. So I ain't afraid. I am not afraid.
You just still gutter. Okay.
I am not afraid. All right. The people take, oh, Bishop, you better be careful. I wish a Negro would roll up on me.
They did. Nigga, they did. That's how all this started. Niggas rolled up 3 deep on you. And y'all know after this, we watching the press conference for the folks who was arrested. But you can't, I wish niggas did. And he better lay low. What the song goes. What the goddamn thing? Hold on. Okay. People rolled up on Bishop, and what did Bishop do? Lay it down. The Bishop laid down. So you can't make it seem as if, oh, I wish somebody would come and run up on me. They did, sir. And when they did, lay it down. The Bishop laid down. Okay? So don't make it seem as if we have not seen you get down low. Down low. Down low. He got down low. Down low. Okay, so please stop it. You ain't gangster thugging. You wasn't gangster. You wasn't. You immediately got down. The one and only time we've seen folks come at you. You did not even walk the 2 feet over to where your wife and child was. You got down by yourself. By yourself. If you was really gangster like that, you would at least got down by where your wife and child was. You left them open for a gun to be put in your baby's face. You did that, sir. That was you. That wasn't Larry Reed. That wasn't Jive. You got down, okay? Lay it down. The Bishop laid down. Okay. That's what I wish nigga what they did. That's how we got here. That's how we met you. We met you on the floor. We met you in that damn suit, looking foolish, and you then got down on the floor. Lay it down. The Bishop laid down. I can't make this shit up myself. It was you. So stop playing tough.
That's just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
You know.
Okay, don't think you're going to be bullying me. Bishop, be careful. Ha! I hear that.
Well, you see, that's your problem. You don't be listening. You're not listening. When the folk told you,
it is what it is, y'all.
Stop wearing that jewelry. You kept wearing it around here. You got cleaned. They took all your jewelry. It was cleaned out. Listen to some folk. You need to be careful. Everybody need to be careful. Oh, idiot. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. If Bishop Scammer spent the same energy clearing his own criminal history, maybe he would get his record overturned. Like the video. Y'all like the video. Like it. Because I said so, okay? Because Bishop around here, lay it down. The Bishop laid down, okay? Talking about, you know what I'm saying, he ain't. I wish nigga would. Nigga, they already did. They already did. You know we can make up a song, okay? Around here being foolish. talking his shit.
I grew up in a small town called Bucktown.
So
Brooklyn,
what?
all right? Period, point blank.
You know Brooklyn is not the only hard city in the world, Craig.
That's it, y'all. I did 6 years in prison for something I didn't do. And wait till that come out. Everybody talking this and talking that. Yeah. Wait till that stuff comes out.
It ain't that you didn't do it. It ain't that you didn't do it. All you keep saying is the search warrant wasn't valid. Don't mean you didn't do shit.
Right? So it don't matter. That's right. I wasn't no punk in prison, and I ain't gonna be no punk in the church. And I was beating Negroes up in prison.
Were you?
Check my resume out. Okay.
So why didn't you beat up the? This is my thing. He got all this vibrato. All this vibrato. What he can do, what he did, what he ain't gonna do. Ain't nobody gonna bully me. I was beating niggas' ass in prison. But the gunman came in, you got down. Nobody who was beating ass in prison for 6 years get down that fast. You know who get down that fast? People who got punked in prison. If you're not scared of nothing, why did you get down so fast? Okay. You got down real fast. You got down real fast. I ain't saying yet. I'm not. All I'm saying is, no. I know people who was in prison for whatever amount of time, and when a gun is in their face, they don't get down that fast. They gonna at least step in front of the person to protect their family. Because if you really was beating ass in prison, you gotta kill me before you ever put a gun in my baby face. People who been in prison, for real, and was beating ass in prison and was a G in prison, would not dare get down that fast and lay down that fast and stay down the whole time. They're gonna at least stay standing up. All right, man, you got it. All right, they're gonna walk over to their people. Trust, I know. I know for a fact that's what go on. But you trying to play bully badass around here, and it ain't working.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
Yes, girlfriend. Yes. Give it to us. Oh, that was a yes.
Yes, I was. Okay. So getting back to the most important thing that we want to discuss, child molestation.
Oh.
Right. It's a big deal in the church. All right. 10 toes down, y'all. It's a big deal in the church. So when we have 3 young men that I can't say their name, I'm looking at their names right here. And I know that they're watching. Inbox me, man. I got your back.
Really?
Let me tell you something. I will even pay for your lawyer.
Okay. Quick question. For those of us who've been watching him all this time, remember he said the first time he played audio that he got the person's permission to play the audio? He said that. He said, this, I'm not violating no rules or whatever because I talked to the person and that person gave me the okay to play this. So if that's the case, why are you asking for the victims, the alleged victims, to inbox you? I thought you already talked to one of them. Why are you asking them to inbox you? How else did you get this information if it wasn't from anybody directly associated with the case? You be lying because you just said a couple days ago when the first audio I played here, and it was the young man who said at the time he was 19 years old. He was talking about what he went through, this, that, other. You paused the shit and said, and I'm not, breaking any laws. I'm not exposing anybody because I got permission from him to post what he's saying. You be lying. You a liar, a cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker. You are breaking Jesus' heart. You are breaking Jesus' heart. Out here lying and getting caught. Because my mind sometimes be on pause because COVID brain is crazy. But I be remembering shit too. I'm like, so you said out your own mouth that man gave you permission to post this stuff. So why are you not asking for them to inbox you? And he kept saying it over and over and over again, which lets me know he's not in contact with anybody who has made any accusation against Larry. He got this information from somebody else who was trying to post the shit years ago. That's that man's face. Sometimes my pause game showed the real person's inside. And he look a bit, a little bit evil.
You ain't even got to worry about lawyer fees.
That's a drug dealer face. That is a drug dealer making the best. That Riley on the Boondocks, when he was with the fundraiser episode, he want to be Riley in the fundraiser episode. Fuck you, fuck your mouth, fuck your mama, fuck your everything. Okay, fuck your teeth, fuck your chocolate, fuck your glasses. He want to be Riley. He want to be the African Dundada. Bumba Clark, you know what I'm saying? He want to do that. No.
If y'all need help, I'm looking at y'all names right here. Highlighted.
But if you got their names, why can't you contact them?
I gotta do it fast because y'all screenshot. I just want y'all to see the highlight.
First of all, you showing a piece of paper with highlights on. I will highlight this goddamn camera. That wasn't proof that ain't proof.
If y'all need help, reach out to me. Cause allegedly, TD Jakes would never what?
Be like you. Be around here, causing havoc. TD Jakes would never be around here going down to the gutter with people for no reason.
Please. Right. That's why I'm Bishop Lamor Whitehead. Yes, that's right. I'm not supposed to be doing what other people have already done. Period, point blank. So, allegedly, they're saying that every time these young men are about to come out, and there's another guy named Jiva. Yo, holla at me, man. I heard that you the one. Woo! I heard you the one, boy. I heard you the one that will send Larry Reed to his knees. Jiva, holla at your boy.
So you wouldn't say the 3 men name we're gonna call out Jiva. And who's they? What they? Kareem Akbar. Yeah, the last kid nigga from the bank. He think he Nino Brown so bad? Girl.
I got you. Holla at your boy. Allegedly, when he was about to blast Larry Reed for all these allegations, allegedly Larry bought him a car and moved him away and all this and all that. So if y'all know, they say his Facebook name is Jiva or something like that. Yo, tell him to holla at your boy.
You got a team? I have a team. My team was your team was able to find a 4-year-old police report from fucking Raleigh, North Carolina, but they can't find Jiva, or they can't find the 3 people whose name you have. You want us to believe they've uncovered all this audio and all this paperwork about Larry Reed, but your team with people can't find Jiva. They can't get you in contact with the people on the piece of paper. You have a piece of paper with people's name on it. You can't find them. Look, bro, look. All I ever need is a name. Okay? A name and a state. In the song. Okay? Your team ain't shit.
Okay? Holla at your boy. Straight like that, y'all. So let me tell you something. When there is some allegations and there's some truth to it, trust and believe somebody gonna come out and say something. Trust and believe.
Okay, so all this time you've been calling Larry Reed out, ain't nobody came out and said, that's me on the tape, that's me. Yeah, Larry Reed did do it. But when everybody came and said Bishop Rob-bery was a robber, robbing folk, okay, playing us, many people came out and said, yep, he did that shit. He scammed me out my money. I tried to sue the man. We still in court. So like, bro, leave it alone.
Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So Jiver, I think that's his name, Jiver, Javer. Holla at me, man. And any alleged person that I played, I know your names, but I'm not going to even say your name.
Any alleged person I played, I won't say your name. I said Jiver name. I won't say your name, though. Holla at me, fam. Get at me, bruh.
But, yo, inbox me, man. Yo, tell them to inbox me. Some of y'all inbox me. Y'all said y'all know such and such, this, that, and third, and y'all sent me some good stuff. And I thank you guys for that.
So I thought you said your team got you stuff. Is your team, is the they you speak of just random people on the internet who send you shit? Because you said your team did it. So wasn't your team, was it really the people around there on the east, on the internet who send you random stuff? I'm just wondering.
But the ones that the alleged victims, holla at me, man. Let me be your big brother. I got you.
Nope.
I'll take care of the lawyer fees.
That sounds like a scam.
The bishop will take care of your lawyer fees. All right? The bishop will take care of the lawyer fees. Holla at your boy, man.
No.
I'm telling you. See, at the end of the day, right, the church we really never had a big brother, somebody that wasn't scared, right? Yoo-hoo, let's get it. Let's go. Maverick City, man. I support y'all. I know that that dude Larry Reed just did something. I didn't look at it. They told me about it. But, you know, of course, he want to plaster everybody's business. When y'all get to a certain level, every devil start coming. So y'all stay focused, man. Maverick City.
Not the pot calling the kettle a scammer. New level through devils. Is he speaking? He may be speaking third person.
I'm here every time Larry Reed talk about the church. I'm gonna drop some paperwork.
Oh, are you?
Straight like that. That's why I'm about to drop y'all something new. No.
Now you're a DJ?
I'm about to play a little bit. About to play a little bit of something. No.
This nigga is crazy. He's really insane.
All right, and I'm not using the word mentor. After Tasha K told me what that meant, woo, I'm leaving that word alone. That means Tasha K said mentor and mentee means that they're dating, they're in a relationship. They said that's the thing. So I'm nobody's mentor.
Are you supposed to listen to people who owe people money? Like, you do know you finna get sued, right? It's just stupid.
Nobody's mentee, nobody's mentor. No. Well, not at least not talking in the church concept. But if I'm talking in the political or business arena, yeah, I'll talk about mentor, mentee, because that's not that they talking about money.
Oh.
But when we dealing with the church, when we dealing specifically with the church,
okay.
I have no mentors or no mentees.
You have no church. You have no members. You have nothing, sir. Okay, you don't have a church home. You rent the Baby Shower Cathedral and the Baby Shower Chaz. We saw your 10 members.
Period. Okay. All right, we're waiting for a call back. We're talking in conversation with the police department of Raleigh. We need to get to the bottom of this. All right, that's it, y'all. That's it. If there's some allegations of some church boys being molested, we need to get to the bottom of this. And that's just what it is. I don't know. I think I'm doing something good.
No, that's the problem. You think this is good. That shows you don't have the sense of discernment that God gave you. You can't. How you gonna be around here bishoping and pastoring to people when you don't know what you do? Evil is not good. I told y'all. I don't care what Eddie Murphy told y'all in Vampire in Brooklyn. Evil is not good. And if you do not know good from bad, sir, you can't be around here bishoping or pastoring or ministering. You around here scamming.
I think I'm doing something good, y'all.
No.
I think I'm doing something good.
Nope.
I think I'm doing something good. So
No.
if you know, because I know it's a lot of y'all up here, and I've been getting untold inboxes. If you know one of the, any of the alleged victims that was molested, allegedly by Larry Reed, tell them to reach out to me. I'll take care of all the lawyer fees. Because what happens is, see, what happens with these people, right?
Okay.
Like, if your bag is not up, then they crush you or they pay you off, allegedly, right? So,
What?
I'm letting y'all know that I got you. You ain't got to worry about no lawyer. You ain't got to worry about no team. I got it.
You don't have your own team. You can't get yourself out the tabloids and looking stupid. If you want me to join your crusade against somebody, you can't help you.
Let me hold you down.
No.
Let me hold you down. And you ain't got to worry about me doing nothing to you. All right? I know Maverick City put the statement out, but nobody has to talk about it. Like, all right, cool. They put out a statement. You don't have to get into it. At least not from the church. All right, they put them out. Cool. Don't.
So whatever Maverick City is that put out a whole statement for their own thing, the fact that he believed nobody should talk about a statement somebody put out. If something happened in the church, nobody should talk about it. Oh, so if somebody is touched in the church, they should not talk about it. I need you to be around here and have one feeling on one accord. You cannot want some things in church to be exposed and discussed and brought to the light, and not other things because you want to Larry Reed.
Put it out. Like, come on, let them do them. Leave them alone. Especially you, Larry. That's it. You done. You are done. Leave the church alone.
What?
Leave the church alone.
What?
There's a new sheriff in town.
Nigga, shit, you are a felon. You can't be sheriff. You can't be. And again, earlier he said, I'm not going to let nobody bully me. Y'all can't bully me. But you want to bully Larry Reed to not do his job? The fuck? How that happen? How that happen?
And his name is Bishop Lamor Miller Whitehead, Chief Apostle.
Sir, you Bishop Robbery. You Bishop Robbery.
Right Reverend Dr. Lamor Miller Whitehead. And I know that y'all are scheming and trying to I don't care. Just don't come near me. The Bible says I'm anointed to lay hands. Okay?
I ain't gonna fight.
Right. Let's block you, Mario, since you want to talk stupid.
You talk stupid all day. We don't block you.
Bam. See you later, Mario. Go make a fake page. See, it's that word that scares me. After Tasha K told me about that, it's that word that's...
Is it truth? I think truth scares him.
Scared that mentor. How you mentor. That right there just really... And I just don't like the way the church is handling one another.
You don't like how the church is. So you want people to expose Larry Reed. but you don't want Larry Reed exposing nobody else. Okay.
And I don't like Larry Reed destroying the church.
Somebody come get him. He's acting like an idiot.
And we need to stand up.
Didn't you also say nobody helped you get to where you was? You don't owe nobody nothing. Who the fuck is we? We not on your side. Not today, not ever.
Period. We need to stand up. All right. So we're going to play this with these alleged, it's all alleged text messages from Larry Reed to one of the alleged victims. And then they go back and forth or whatever. So this gentleman is reading these text messages. So follow the text messages, all right? And this is part of the allegation of okay.
I bleeped that word because I was tired of him saying it.
And it is, these text messages, if they true, right? What I want to show you guys is there is so much manipulation. It said,
I don't think that's how you said the word. He did not show us anything. Anybody can say, look, y'all finna read y'all text messages between me and Beyonce. Beyonce said, "Hi, Jaylee." I said, "Hi, Beyonce." Beyonce said, "You are my best friends. I love you more than Kelly." And I said, "Girl, I know." Okay. Beyonce then said, "You know what? I want you to open up for my tour." And I said, "Do you, Beyonce?" Girl, what? Anybody can say, "I'm going to read you text messages from somebody." I just read y'all, me and Beyonce conversation.
Marriage went viral without Larry. I understand that. But Larry Reed cannot talk about nobody from the church. I don't care about what nobody else do. All right? Larry Reed better keep his name out of the gospel community. Period. Enough is enough. He done made enough money off of us, and that's it. He better start talking about these secular people. You made your platform. Now talk about the secular world. So you ain't gonna do that.
We do. Look, literally, everybody talks about everybody in the secular world. Not many bloggers really cover things that happen in the church. It has to be a huge story for us to really cover something. And the church is a separate entity. Bishop bullshit around here, making it seem as if, the church is around here being preyed upon. And it isn't.
You ain't gonna do that because they'll come for you. They ain't got they don't care about heaven nor hell.
What?
So
Sir, did you just say people in the secular section of life don't care about heaven or hell? Really?
You want to sit here and mess with people that want to get to heaven. No, you're not going to bully us no more.
Oh, so people in the secular session, we don't want to go to heaven? Fuck you.
I want to get to heaven. But you ain't going to bully me. However, you ain't going to bully me. And that's it. So I don't care if it went viral. Larry Reed better keep his nose out of the gospel community. All right. Every time I hear something, I'm dropping some paperwork. And I have paperwork. Woo! Man, I got some paperwork.
I don't believe him. He's making me yawn. I don't believe him because he's full of shit. Because you can't get in contact with the alleged victims whose name you have. So you can't tell me that you have all this information on Larry Reed. You are not of God.
and more coming in. And I have multiple people sending me stuff. So that's it.
Oh, I have multiple people sending me stuff. I thought you had a team.
Larry Reed, keep your nose out of the church. That's it. It's over. All right. Let me play some allegations against you. Allegations alleged against you. Here we go with some text messages.
Hey, let me just get this out for all of the vloggers and the people who are in the chat. This is a lot for Daryl Moore to deal with. This isn't Daryl's background dealing with this type of stuff. So I need for all of you guys that are now asking for copies of the text messages and all of those types of things, I need for you all to fall back for just a moment. There is a proceeding legal matter.
It is about to turn up, y'all. Here it go. Here's some text messages. Ready? Let's go.
That we'll need to go through before we're able to give you these things. So, Daryl, no one is to have anything until we're able to complete some of the other things that we need to put in place. So,
if this ain't, let me tell y'all something. This stuff is, these allegations are really convincing. And people don't just get up here and just waste their time with this stuff. But here we go.
We not gonna listen to all of the stuff. It's not much at all. I promise y'all. It's maybe like 10 minutes left. I think less than 10 minutes. He really makes it seem as if, people don't lie, for one. Also, if you can't send me proof of screen, I don't believe anybody.
Y'all, and we will make sure that you get what you need. All of the vloggers who are watching this and who are
No, listen, y'all. I have various recordings. Yeah, you're gonna hear different voices and different this, different that. I have various recordings, y'all. Various recordings, okay? That came from my team pulled, screen recorded, did archives. We did a lot of stuff, all right, that haven't been heard for everybody, okay?
So you went, okay, but you can't, again, we was deep diving and screen recording and going into the archives to get this stuff, but you can't get in contact with the victims. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Corroborate, this information. That information is going to come to you.
Let's move this up, y'all.
Sure that everybody else gets that information.
Today, I received a cease and desist letter.
Whoa, hold on.
From Larry Reed's attorney. For Daryl to have never mentioned my name.
Now, again, while he's saying, I didn't get this information from Daryl, but the person is talking about Daryl right here, for one. Also, for two, the guy speaking is allegedly the same one who said, there's the same person from the last live we listened to who was saying Larry Reed, he was 19 years old at the time or whatever, and Larry Reed brainwashed him to have 3 sexual encounters with him. So that's what the person is saying about how he got a cease and desist from Larry Reed after the dude Daryl put out that information from old boy.
Where I was located. Why would Larry Reed know who to send the letter to?
Got a point.
I'm gonna just pause for a second.
Nobody said his name. How do you know who to send it to?
If somebody is on a recording saying somebody bought me some underwear, okay, and one, you may also know the person's voice. You may also know the situations that person's speaking of. So it's like, it wasn't as if he was a stranger who Larry Reed didn't know. So if Larry Reed know, okay, that's so-and-so. That's John Doe. Let me send John Doe a cease and desist because he round here lying on me. I'm assuming that's why Larry Reed would have sent a cease and desist to the person who was saying things had happened between them. I don't think that's weird. I think it would be weird if Larry Reed had no idea who it was, talking. Because that's like you don't know who the person is. Well, how many folks would you ride buying underwear for? So the fact that Larry Reed knew who he was, to me, isn't like an admission of guilt. And people send cease and desist when someone is saying something that is defamatory and they say it's not true. That's the whole point of a cease and desist.
That's an admission. That's an admission. That means you know who you did something to.
See, stupid shit. Look at him agreeing. A cease and desist does not mean that you are agreeing to, acknowledging, or saying what somebody said is true. A cease and desist is literally because you are saying things that you should not be saying that I do not feel are either truthful or accurate. Someone saying a cease and desist is not them admitting to guilt. It isn't. People send a cease and desist first before suing. Cardi B sent a few cease and desists to Tasha K. Tasha got a lot of cease and desist people in general, but I'm just saying a cease and desist is not an admission of guilt. And the fact that Bishop Rob-bery don't know this proof he was in prison, his ass should have been reading lawyer books.
Me, that is an admission of guilt. You know that there's something that needs to be addressed. If you feel the need to suppress it before it even comes out, nobody knows who I am but you.
That's the crazy part. It don't matter who the person is saying. Can you imagine somebody saying, you know what? Well, because I know you, go ahead and make people, go ahead and say that I did things to you. I'm not going to say, don't say that. That's stupid. Not saying anything is allowing people to believe you're guilty. If someone says you took it from me and I say I ain't gonna deny it, that's admitting guilt. But someone saying a cease and desist is not an admission of guilt.
Larry. And I came on because I was going to do a full interview tonight, full disclosure, but I can't because there's some other things that are in place now, and I have to follow the direction of that. But what I want to say is this stuff happens way too often. And I don't know if you noticed, I put my name as Believe Black Man. Because one of the hardest things in the black community for a black man to do is to be honest when he's been mishandled sexually. And for me at this point, to come to this place and be able to talk about it, and I'm able to, and I'm being real, real neutral right now. But me and Daryl have had some very candid conversations.
Yes.
And I've used some very explicit language when talking about it because it's just one of those things that people don't protect black men. That's what the reality is. Specifically in the church, if it happens to a female, they all over it. But for me, I'm having the conversation now. I've gotten counseling for it, and I've worked through it. Right, and now that the conversation is starting to happen again, I can see that I probably need to reinvestigate some areas that I maybe didn't know were still there. Right.
Yeah. And so if you need me, I'll refer somebody to you.
My man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm probably going to still continue counseling just because I feel it's appropriate. Right.
Yeah, that's good.
So I just want to put that there, like for now. Like we're going to have a dialogue, like coming soon, like a very specific dialogue.
Yeah, we'll sit down with you and your counsel, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have a dialogue, but I wanted to, like I said, this was a last minute thing. I was gonna do a full interview, and then I had the conversation with my legal counsel, and they advised us just pause for a second. But it's not stopping. It's just a pause. It's just a pause.
But see, he figured that if he tried to intimidate you, that you wouldn't go get a lawyer.
And you can't do that with me.
Yeah,
I'm not built like none of these other niggas, bro.
That's right. He dealing with street cats. I keep trying to tell him.
Like I'm not built like these other dudes. So and that's probably what he's used to. But I'm not built like that.
Welcome to the street.
You know what bothers me even now? Like my wife had to walk away. She's emotionally bothered right now.
Right. And that's why I told you earlier today, I didn't want y'all to be old wounds. I didn't want y'all to be upset. Yeah, I want y'all in a safe, healthy place because y'all need to be turning to each other and, be strong for each other. And Yeah. But like I said, I give you my word, sir, in front of everybody. I'm gonna be there to testify. And whatever you need behind the scenes, you got it. Just hit me up. Ain't no question.
For sure.
Us real North Carolina boys look out for one another.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. And so, yeah, man, I just wanted to pop in, man, and just push that point more so, because like I said, the dialogue, we don't have that, right?
Yes, sir.
But what I wanted to position to the audience right now is protect black men, yo.
That's right.
Like, this ain't easy. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't an easy conversation to have as a heterosexual man.
Yeah.
You understand me? Like, it would be different if I don't struggle with homosexuality. That's not a struggle of mine. You know what I'm saying? And so for me to now have to revisit sexual things that happened to me with a male, that ain't easy. That ain't easy. Right. I mentioned this to Daryl. One of the most difficult things for a victim, and I hate to use this term victim because I don't like the experience that I had with acknowledging myself as that because of who I am, right? So
you were taken advantage of, brother. You ain't a victim. You were taken advantage of. You were exploited.
But the reality of what it was is what it is, right? So like what happens is the worst thing a victim of a scenario can hear is their experience. Somebody described their experience as allegedly.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things you can hear. Because you know your experience. You were there.
Okay, so somebody just put up there. Yep, you just reminded. So allegedly, the guy King Jive, the one that called my mother names and the one that have
Jive called his mama whore.
Been vlogging about me or blogging about me, whatever, however y'all do it. Allegedly, one of the victims is his god brother. So one of the alleged victims of Larry Reed is King Jive's god brother. So yeah, somebody just put that up there. So yeah, I heard that as well. That is also an allegation. So it is a very, very sticky situation here. And everybody want to say, this report has been open for a long time and have not been closed.
That means
and my team, we reached out to the Raleigh Police Department and they sent the update, which was the report, which means that it is open, right? Now, in between it being open and in between it being prosecuted, there's a lot of things that can happen. Allegedly, they say Larry Reed is running around paying people off.
Is Larry Reed that rich? Because if Larry Reed has been paying people off for the past 6-7 years, wouldn't he be broke by now? He paying off the bishops. He paying off the victims. He paying off the cops. He paying off the judges. Larry Reed can't be that rich to be paying off everybody.
Shut him up. Allegedly. I'm just telling y'all what they're saying out here. They're saying he's running around here paying people off. People are popping up with new cars and money and all type of stuff. That's what they're saying. This is all the alleged stuff. However, at the end of the day, I think we deserve answers. We don't want to hear that all of this was lies and the court document says that it was lies and it was thrown out. That's a lie. That is not an allegation. That is a 100% lie. Excuse me. That is 100% lie. Okay? 100% lie. Okay? I got the documentation. And this audio that I'm playing for you now, and I did not get it from Daryl. Okay? Just let y'all know that. However, Larry Reed tried to sue a vlogger named Daryl. And they made an agreement that they both wouldn't talk about each other and they wouldn't post no videos about each other. That was it. Period, point blank. So when Larry Reed posted this yesterday on somebody's page saying, I got the screenshot saying that this was thrown out and he's going after Daryl. Daryl didn't give me nothing at all.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you did not get this information from the one person who had all the information. Can you imagine someone is saying, I know this is the person who had all the information, but I didn't get it from them. I know the person on the table saying the name, I did not get it from him.
You know, so it is what it is. As far as that goes on with Daryl and Larry's lawsuit or whatever. So, you know, they made a deal that they wouldn't talk about each other or post anything, and that was it. That does not mean that the case, as Larry is saying, that was thrown out and said that he's lying. So, and also, if y'all do, Daryl, reach out to me. I'll pay for your lawyer too. All right, I'll pay for your lawyer too.
Now
so,
you pay for everything.
Listen, y'all, come on. So if he want to threaten you, come on over to Team Whitehead. All right, come on to Team Whitehead.
Not Team Whitehead. We don't want to be on that team.
Take care of your lawyer too. So that's what it is. So Daryl, come on over here. If you need some legal assistance, I got it. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. You sit back. I'll take care of it. For all of the victims, if you need a legal team, come on over. I got you. You ain't got to worry about the bag. You ain't got to worry about no lawyer. Come on over. All right? Because if these allegations are real or whatever the case may be, and, we need justice. We need justice.
Let me say this to people that use the...
So again, he kept playing clips of Larry Reid comments from his own videos, calling them commercials. And it would be of Larry Reid admitting to things he's done in his life. This is one other thing that he played that Larry Reid said that just proved to me, I think that man is the one that had sex with Larry Reid.
Calling somebody gay or homosexual like it's a weapon. Whenever somebody do that, you let me know who you are. Number one, you let me know you're not culturally sensitive and you're not even aware of the time that we're living in. That's no longer okay. You will lose endorsements and everything moving like that. And that's not an insult to me. I am 100% clear on who I am. 100%. And I do not identify as gay. Have I sucked the dick? I have. I did not enjoy it.
Oh, shit.
Have mine been sucked? Yes, and I actually enjoy that.
Oh, God.
I have actually sucked the dick. I did enjoy because they were sucking mine so good, so I had to repay.
Now, look. We know for a fact that he had to listen to that over and over and over again. Okay? We know for a fact he knew exactly what Larry said. He knew exactly that it was coming. He's trying to act like, oh, I'm so shocked. I never knew. I never heard. First of all, I mean, some people like sucking dick. But for you to be sitting around waiting for somebody to say they sucked a dick, what that mean about you?
Oh, you see? Because it's because of y'all. And I'm really tired of y'all. Because you push me, okay? You push me, okay? You push me to play another commercial, okay? I told y'all I had material.
And now he's laughing. Okay. Now, Larry Reid had a response to all the things that Bishop Rob-bery was saying.
And this is a pastor.
So somebody we need answers from you about Bishop Whitehead. Y'all make sure people that come in here asking me that kind of stuff just block that. I already made a statement concerning that. I already spent $107,000 related to that. Believe what you want to believe. We moving on. We moving on. And I'm gonna let the lawyers do what they do. I'm not getting my attention.
So he like, fuck that man. I ain't saying nothing else about Bishop Rob-bery. Bishop Rob-bery gets on my nerve. I already paid the judge, not the judge, my lawyers to fight that case the first time. I'm not gonna fight it again. Believe what you want. Believe what you want. I'm done. Now, this morning, Bishop Rob-bery said they found the culprits. They found the culprits who robbed my church. Let's listen.
Y'all tune in, tag everybody. Tag everybody. They caught the robbers. The 3 men that robbed my church. I was just awakened about an hour or so ago. They caught the robbers. Y'all let everybody know that the ones that robbed my church are now in prison. Good morning. I couldn't talk about nothing, even though
they're not in prison, sir. They're not in prison. Nobody gets arrested and goes to prison.
People was just talking about me and talking about me and talking about me, but God is amazing and God is good. So thank you guys for your prayers. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your prayers. I'm so happy to inform you today that I received a phone call earlier this morning that the ATF federal agents just captured the 3 men that robbed me, my wife, and my church on July 24th. Thank you, Jesus. I wanted to let you guys know that I will be doing a full press conference today.
Because God forbid he don't do a press conference. My pet peeve with videos is somebody who say, hey, record me walking. Yeah. Let me know when you're recording. Okay, I'm going to start walking and just watch me walk. I hate that. I really, I can just see him saying, to somebody, record me walking outside. Okay, start recording right now. Cut the camera on and watch me walk outside to the thing. I'm going to walk slow. Hold it steady.
All right,
Follow me now. Follow me. Watching? Okay. Now look at the people outside. Get us a lay of the land. Show the people. Yep, show the people now. Get a wide shot.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Good afternoon.
This nigga actually had another press conference. Oh, we finna laugh.
Good afternoon. Bishop, your thoughts? We saw Mr. Polak staring you down as he walked into the courtroom. Well, let me just first give my...
So what he said was, we saw Mr. Polak, one of the robbers, who, one of the alleged robbers, who did things. Okay. So, first of all, okay, suspects arrested months after New York bishop and wife was robbed of around $1 million in jewelry. They kept not wanting to say how much it was for, but they say in the thing it was up about $1 million. Why did you have up to $1 million of jewelry on at the Baby Shower Cathedral? Okay, the suspect's name, because there's 3 of them. They only arrested 2. Jawan Anderson and Saquon, girl, not Saquon, and Saquon Polak. Both 23 were arrested on charges of robbery, conspiracy, possessing and brandishing a firearm during a crime of violence. Okay, they both only 23. There's a third person who they have not caught, and on social media, folks kept on saying third person probably Bishop Rob-bery. Okay, now they were charged. This is down in federal courts. Okay, federal court, and I believe the reason why it became a federal case is because it says as alleged, the defendants brought guns into a place of worship, stealing from 2 members of the clergy and terrifying the congregation in the process. So I think because it was probably considered like a hate crime or whatever, because it was a church. So I'm thinking that's why it went over there to you know what I'm saying, the feds. But when the person when the reporters asked him, we saw Pollock, you know, eyeing you in the court. I feel like, well, did he know you? Because what did he eyeing you for? The only reason somebody would eye their victim would be like, nigga, you knew, you know why you snitched on us. You knew. You ain't shit, man. Robbery. Okay. So I'm wondering if they're saying we saw one of the people, Pollock, who's 23, grimming you when you was in the church or whatever. What's going on? I'm like, that's how people act when they know somebody. Okay. But let's now the audio sometimes was not the best because he had a horrible cameraman holding his cell phone who did not think to just put the phone in front of the man's face. So listen up, y'all.
And then I'll answer whatever questions that I can answer. First, I want to thank the NYPD and the ATF for doing an impeccable job at this time. 2 out of the 3 suspects were captured today. I received a phone call this morning around 6:30 in the morning.
This is what's crazy. You know, usually when these kind of things happen, the police, the lawyer, where is your lawyer? What is your scooter? Where is your scooter? I have never seen somebody have a press conference at the courthouse with not nan piece of lawyer, nan piece of attorney, nan piece of police, nothing. You always around here solo dolo. Solo dolo. And also, whoever made this suit did a horrible job. Patterns don't match up at all. I'm like, if you look, now I feel like his suits be fake. Because we ain't really ever seen the back of his suit. The pattern don't match. Who made this suit? Somebody blind? How are the patterns off? Don't nothing match up. Ain't no connected dot? Sir, your clothes are fake. Let's keep listening.
Waking me up and stating that they have caught 2 of the 3 suspects. First, I really want to thank God. This has been a trying time for me and my family. It's just been really nerve-wracking. The media plastered my address throughout online, and what you guys didn't know that I couldn't really talk about, there was an attempt home invasion at my home.
So what he just said was the media put out his address. The media put his address out and that there was an attempted robbery at his house. Are you sure?
And
he also said he couldn't talk about that. Why not? You talk about everything else?
They tried to steal my cars, come out of my driveway, because my address plastered around. This is a win today because the narrative that was posted and presented that I had something to do with this robbery, and it has destroyed my life. This was turned around from me being a victim to a villain.
So, first of all, I don't think people initially said he set up the robbery. I think it was not until he kept talking, his antics is what made people then start jokingly saying he probably was in on it. He probably did it. Because he kept talking about it so much, it just seemed odd. But when it first happened, nobody thought that. Like, no one. So he keeps wanting to have this thing where, people made him the villain. You made yourself the villain. Darth Vader. Luke. I am your father.
God gave me and my family the victory. And they were able to catch these 2 young men, and there's another one at large. And I'm hoping that they cooperate with the federal prosecutors. This is a federal case, and I'm hoping that they cooperate with the federal prosecutors. I'm hoping that they get that we get justice. One of the young men was released on bail, and hey, I respect whatever the prosecutor and the judge and whoever was a part of that deal, and I trust in this justice system. But however, my family and my church have been very traumatized.
And you have not let anybody forget it. I feel like when the robbery first happened, had he just not been on this interview campaign trail to keep talking about it or whatever, he could have helped the church heal. He could have healed. You kept bringing attention to not only your congregation, all 10 people, to your family who we never see, but to yourself and all your jewelry. You never sat down to just not be a part of the story. And then even after you were robbed of all that stuff, you kept running around here in more jewelry, showed off your dang on closet. So while it's not appropriate for anybody to be around here trying to rob anybody, nobody should be around here robbing anyone. No one should be attempting to rob anyone. But you also have to be aware when the wolves is out, you can't be around here showing them your meat. They're hungry.
And they have changed me to look like a person on the street instead of a man of the cloth.
You don't act like a man. You act like a random nigga on the street. You do not act like anyone that is in the church. And I do not mean you have to be around here, like an old timer. I get that. You can wear what you want to wear, but your actions, your vibrato is fully not a man of the cloth.
Clergy. Not only am I a bishop, but I also have my PhD in theology and business. So I am also a doctor. I'm a smart.
He has an honorary doctorate. An honorary doctorate is different. You're not a damn doctor.
Well-rounded young black man. And to be looked at as a villain instead of a victim really traumatized my family and really traumatized my church. I've lost so many members because
of you. Because of you.
The fear of coming back to church because of people just walking in the church after July 24th, doing what they want to do.
This is the crazy part. At no point did you ever say, you know what, let me not be so flamboyantly boisterous about my money and my jewels and my cars and my house and my clothes. Let me not do that because the people of my flock are upset. The people of my flock are scared. You never put their well-being above your own flashy ass wishes. If you had people telling you how they were scared or whatever, you never just stopped so that they can feel more secure.
Doing what they want to do. I want to thank my wife, Jaylee Whitehead, for standing next to me and standing beside me during this time, and we're standing next to each other. She wanted to be here today, but she's just still afraid.
Sir, we have never seen y'all together outside of when y'all both occupy the same space in the Baby Shower Cathedral. We haven't even seen her with you walk to the car. So you saying you appreciate your wife for standing beside you, but where's she at? Ma'am, is you up there? Asia? No? Where's she at?
She's still afraid. My children still have trouble sleeping, and a lot of my members still call me to this day crying because of the trauma.
So your kids can't sleep, your wife's scared, The parishioners can't sleep. They scared too. But you ain't never sat down around here and not said shit. You ain't never not been on no live. You ain't never been riding around your car, flossing your car. You've never did anything to take the attention off of you and the church.
I'm hoping that this clears a lot of things up with my name. Nope. As far as, you know, the world believing that I'm a villain instead of a victim. And it hurts. I thank God for my attorney who walked with me every step of the way, Don Florio, and my silver attorney who could not be here today because of what happened. It was too fast. His name is Brian Ponder. And I'm just really...
Brian Ponder? Wasn't Brian Ponder posting shit on IG? Your criminal attorney is an IG dude? Okay.
Just thankful for the greatest church on earth, Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being out here. So I'll take questions now.
Bishop, how does this clear your name?
Say that one more time.
Your thoughts on Mr. Thomas staring you down as you walk into that court?
Well, I'm glad you were there, and I'm glad you were able to see the villain that he is, right? And I'm glad you were there to see the hate and to see the viciousness that he had in his eyes for me, and how he stared me down to try to intimidate me. But I'm not going to be intimidated. And I'm glad you were there to see that I'm a victim. And once again, he tried to intimidate me. A preacher, a young man that was illegally convicted, a young man whose father was beat and strangled to death by 16 police officers because of the color of his skin, Arthur Miller, in 1978. A young man that had to grow up without a father. And I'm glad you were there. I'm glad Pix 11 was there to witness, because you guys might not have believed me. You haven't believed me with anything else. So I thank you, sir, for being there and seeing the intimidation. And I forgive him.
Oh, you forgive my hair today, y'all. You forgive the people who robbed you and put a gun to your baby face. You forgive them. You forgive the robbers who did the crime. You forgive them. But you want to keep fussing with Larry Reed every week on IG. Is that right? Okay. So again, if we do not know that this man wants the attention that he can get from everybody on social media up, because what person is around here forgiving the person who robbed them and put the gun to the you more mad at the folks who laughed about the full ordeal than you are with the people who did it?
I forgive them. The Bible says in Matthew 6:14-15, it says, if God forgives us our trespasses, then we have to forgive others their trespasses.
That ain't what it say, but whatever. Sir, you're lying.
And I forgive them. And I thank God for allowing me and my family to be here and not be dead on July 24th.
How does this clear your name?
Right. Good. How does this clear your name?
You said this clears your name. How does it clear your name?
Because the tabloids and everybody has been talking about the narrative of the bling bling bishop and the bling bling pastor, and he had to have something to do with it. Why is it taking so long for him to be, for the criminals to be caught? Well, the reason why it was taking long, because it changed from a state to a federal case, and they were doing what they had to do. I'm not a police officer, nor am I a federal agent, but I cooperated with the agent every time they called me, and they would tell you that. Every time they called me, any pictures and anything that they needed, they were able to get it from me without any delay at all. So the media and social medias and the bloggers and the bloggers have changed me to a victim, a villain instead of a victim. So that's what I'm talking about. My career in real estate has tumbled because of the tabloids.
Your career in real estate has tumbled because of the tabloids. Sir, people on YouTube joking about you really can't change shit. You know how many people, people don't trust you.
speaking to the sense of me being the villain and me having something to do with it. And everybody didn't want, nobody wanted to do anything with me. None of the politicians called me to check on me anymore. Nobody called me anymore. So it was just me and my family and my church family. So that's what cleared.
So the chief of detectives said today, basically, that the reason this happened, or what their motive, is that these men saw you flashy. They knew where your church was. So, I mean, you spoke to that, but what do you make of it?
Well, that was an assumption. I watched it, and it was an assumption, and it's still further investigation. So, you know, he's assuming there's a lot of different things that's up in the air. There's a lot of things that's in the air. It's a heavy investigation where there's tons of different units that's a part of this investigation. So, you know, I think that I should be able to wear what I want to wear. I think I should be able to dress the way I want to dress. You know, when you look at the Pope, his robes are nearly $50,000.
The Pope? Nigga, the Pope? You are comparing yourself to the Pope.
You know, but there is no talk about that at all, you know. But me as an African-American young man, you know, I'm ridiculed. I'm called different names. So I believe that was just an assumption and their opinion at now.
Did you know the suspects?
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
What have the 2 past months been like for your wife and this person that you've been?
Hell. It's been hell. My family just came back home.
So they said, how have the past, you know, time been since the robbery? It's been hell. It's been hell. My family just came back home.
I've been paying for them to stay in a hotel. My daughter, my kids still can't sleep.
So his family been staying in a hotel. But for how long? Because if the robbery happened at church and the break-in, the alleged attempted break-in wasn't until about 2-3 weeks ago, why were they in a hotel this whole time? Because I said to myself, every time he on live at the damn house, it's too quiet. Nobody can have a baby, and you don't hear not nine times that baby crying or nothing because they don't live there.
They can't sleep. The trauma. I've never understood the trauma of this type of robbery. You know, you watch these things on TV, but until you actually are a part of it, you never understand. This is trauma. I'm talking about my members call me crying. If not every day, every other day. My daughter crying and scared. Every slam of a car door. She turns around, she's startled. So
a car door? First of all, only your 8 months, because she was 8 months when the gun was put to her head. She's now 10 months. So you want to tell us that an 8-month-old baby is startled by a car door being slammed? I mean, I may be too. If you close it too hard, the baby traumatized. You want to tell me an 8-month-old baby who can't walk or talk is traumatized because she sat down on the floor with her mama? Okay.
Have been hell. And then to not be believed. To not be believed and to be ridiculed on the way I dress. And, you know, it's just, you know, I thought I was a victim, but I just turned into a villain. And it's hell, to answer your question.
Sir, have you ever
seen the late disclosure? Did you in any way before the robbery know these 2 men? Or
did you ever?
So they're not asking him verbatim, did you know the people? Did you know them? Have you ever seen them? Who are they?
Seen them before?
I've never seen them before a day in my life, and this was groundbreaking for me because when you haven't seen them, you know, you don't know what they look like, you know. And I couldn't wait. You know, this morning I was up for 5 a.m. prayer because we're on 5 a.m. prayer for the last year, 7 days a week, and I was up for 5 a.m. prayer. And when I dozed back off, then I got this phone call, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was so anxious to see what these gentlemen look like, because I've never seen them before. I didn't know their names. So when I seen them today, I never saw them before, you know, and then I started to say, wow, you know, why would these young men do this to me? Why would these young men do this to me? You know, we always talk about racism, and we always talk about other ethnicities coming against the black community. But these were my own brothers. So what is our excuse now? What is our excuse now?
What are your thoughts on the late disclosure that they're in plea discussions?
Well, like I said, I'm leaving that up to the prosecutor, and I know that the judge said that they were giving them a window for plea discussions. So I don't know if they're already having plea discussions, but what I do, yeah, that's in every case, as my attorney just said. That's in every case. So I don't think that I don't know if they're in plea discussions, but I know that the next date for court, which I will be here, is October 28th.
The fact that your lawyer is allegedly right there, why your lawyer not saying anything about the law, this criminal situation? Why are you the only one talking?
And I will be here, and I'm going to monitor this and whatever they need from me, you know, and I'm hoping and praying that these young men speak, because there's no, I don't know, but I feel that there's more to the story. I feel that there's more people to this, and I feel that, you know, because for you to have the courage to walk inside of a house of worship, it has to be something else to this.
Again, he wants to make it seem as if I'm a victim of somebody coming to get me personally. People who rob people want the stuff they have. Bling, bling, Bishop. He always trying to make it seem as if somebody set me up. No, somebody could have really just robbed you, because you're the only person around there in a Rolls Royce car at the Baby Shower Cathedral next to the gas station in a Gucci suit. Stupid.
So I'm hoping that they will cooperate with the police department, the ATF, and the NYPD, and anything that's hidden, I'm hoping that it's uncovered. Any names that have been a part of this crime, I'm hoping that the no snitching rule is out the window, and I'm hoping, because at the end of the day, they pull a gun not only on me to the back of my head, but my wife and my 8-month-old daughter. And I do have video that I will be showing later on this week or maybe next week, but I did not put it up there, but you guys will be able to see the inside of everything that happened, and you know, because I think the people in the world needs to see the traumatization of my church and how all of them had to, it's like a wave, they just all flew on the floor and they were all on top of each other, And when
look, when it first happened, that man said that it was 70 to 100 people in church that night. I want the video to show 70 to 100 people. If it's only 13 people, I'm gonna be pissed.
you guys see that, then I think that you guys will have trauma that my family is going through.
Do you know if they have any connection to the church? Have you heard their names? Do you know if you didn't know who they were, but do you know?
I don't know their names. Their names are not unfamiliar to me. Their names are unfamiliar to me, and their faces are unfamiliar to me. I was hoping to come out here and say, I've seen that young man before, because I do a lot of community work. I help a lot of kids. I help a lot of young men out of prison. I help them reform their life. So I'm around a lot of young people. I'm around a lot of gang members. I'm around a lot of people, a lot of people that have felonies and different things of that nature. And I was hoping to see some type of connection of how did they just pick me out? Because, you know, think about it. Just think about it. I'm outside. I'm not inside.
That's how they found you. Because you're outside and stuff. That's how they found you.
I'm outside doing a lot of community work, right? And the same jewelry that they stole from me is the same jewelry I have on all the time. Why would you go into the church, right? And I think every pastor...
Because they kept seeing people having baby showers in there. They thought it was a baby shower hall. They thought y'all was having a baby shower. It don't be that many people in there. Some baby showers have about 10, 20 people. They thought a baby shower was happening. They didn't know it was a church until they saw you in your robe.
I think every imam, I think every rabbi and whatever religious leader you are, I think we should step up and stand together to protect the houses of worship. Because this could have happened anywhere, right? It's not like I didn't have my jewelry on when I'm outside. Why would you come into the church? Why would you come into the church and do what you've done? Because you know we don't have any weapons? Because you know we're peace? You know that we are coming to serve our Jesus?
Because nobody bring guns to baby showers.
Right? And that's just wrong.
Bishop, did you said the politicians stopped calling you. Does that include the mayor?
I haven't heard from the mayor in a while. And like I said, I believe that, a lot of people were scared off. I think a lot of people were scared off because of the picture that I was painted to be involved with this heinous crime.
This is the gotcha. If people who've known you for years, and people who really know you and who's known you for years were scared off by this stuff, it's because you give off the vibe that it can be true. When people are accused of things, usually it's the people closest to them who defends them. Nobody came out and defended you. All we know is you told all of us, everybody who was around you left you. Why? They did not want to be incriminated by a criminal who had been in prison before.
Are you scared you'll be targeted again?
Am I scared? No, I'm not scared. Am I going to be targeted again? I don't know, but I'm not scared.
Have you increased security at your church?
Much expensive.
Have you increased security at your church?
Yes.
How was that lady able to get in and,
Well, she was, well.
Oh, did you increase security? Well, yeah, I did. Well, how was that lady able to get in there? When I heard that, I cackled because I was like, it's true. How did you increase security, but two random people came up in there and was able to do all of that? And not only that, your security did not handle them. Why did you handle them? If you had security, what were they asses when it happened?
Well, she came up and she said what she said in front of me. I allowed her to say, and she was a woman. You know what I mean? She was a woman. She screamed, she hollered, she cursed, she did everything. And as I turned my back to go back up into the pulpit, that's when, if you see the video, she walked off. I thought she was leaving. Then she turned around and then started yelling at my wife and beeline to my wife, and she had a bag underneath her arm. So I didn't know what was going on. And no, I did not choke her. No, I did not choke her. I grabbed her from the back of her shirt, and I had the mic in my hand, and I grabbed her shoulder, and I pushed her out. I did not choke the young lady at all. Okay, I don't have no fingernails, fingernails. So I didn't scratch her. She scratched herself. And if you look at all of the video that I've been, that the media has been posting.
No, that you've been posting, that you gave them to post.
When she went downstairs, she started to say, I'm going viral, I'm going viral, I'm going.
She did not say that. She was going downstairs asking for her shoes and her wallet. She was on camera saying, I need my purse, I need my shoes, my wallet's up there. That's what she was saying. We heard the audio, sir. She was not yelling, I'm going to go viral. She did not yell that. The girl recording her that said, I recorded that. That's what was said. Oh, liar.
Going viral. It was all a setup for bloggers and to desensitize my holiness and desensitize me as a man.
Desensitize your holiness. We have been questioning your holiness for weeks. Your holiness was already being questioned. We did not need them ladies to come around there to question your holiness. You are delusional.
My mom raised me by herself. I am pro-woman. My grandmother's my best friend. She's 107 years old. She'll be 108 in May.
You need more friends. You need, because if your 107-year-old grandmama is your best friend, sir, because grandma should have friends her own age too.
right? So I don't harm women. I'm not abusive, and all I want to do is protect my wife and my daughter. You guys have to understand, the last time somebody went towards my wife and my daughter, they had a gun in their hand.
And you didn't flinch, and you did what he do, y'all? What did he do? He laid down, laid down. The bishop laid down, laid down, laid down. The bishop laid down. The last time anybody came up in there, the bishop laid down. Lay it down, lay it down. The bishop laid down. And that's it. That's it.
A gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. What am I supposed to do when this young lady has something under her arm?
Are you going to wear less bling?
Say it out there again.
Are you going to wear less bling? Is what they asked them.
As far as what?
How are you? Your services, security, anything? What has changed?
Well, what has changed, I've chose for the next few weeks to do everything online.
The Baby Shower Cathedral said, we can't keep letting you rent our space because you fucking up the baby shower schedule. Because you was around here choking that lady out. We had to cancel the baby shower that was scheduled after church because the police was outside and with no parking spaces. You cost us $400, which is how much we charge for baby shower rentals. So you can't be around here, Bishop Rob-bery. So I guess he probably will no longer have in-service stuff for a couple weeks. It'll be online only. It could have been online only. Yeah, having 8 members, wasting gas driving that damn place.
Just to give the confidence back to my church and to calm things down, do everything virtual for now until further notice. Security is up. And I'm just repositioning leaders. A lot of my leaders resigned because of fear. Because of their family being afraid that this is supposed to be a house of worship, not a club, or a house of worship and not somewhere where you have to, as soon as the door opens, everybody's turning around. It's nuts. As soon as you hear the door or somebody speaks, my whole church turn around. So I wanted to settle down and just go online for a few weeks until further notice.
Are you going to wear less bling so you're less of a target?
Well, I will wear what I've been blessed with by God.
Meaning no. Even though people are targeting me for my bling bling, even though my congregational members are scared because people keep targeting me because of my jewelry, I'm going to still wear my jewelry. I know you're asking, will I stop wearing it to possibly stop being, you know what I'm saying, attacked. But no, I'm not going to do that.
When I feel like it. You know, that's it. You know, I don't, you know, everyone says that I was targeting. You know, it's amazing to me about how we all forget about the shooting in the church in the Carolinas and the mass shootings in the churches down south, right?
Now, what that got to do with the cost of your jewelry costing you your congregational members?
The pastor didn't have any jewelry on, right? But at the end of the day, just to make a story to make me look like I deserve it. See, when you guys ask me that and say, well, are you going to wear less jewelry so you won't be targeted? It makes me feel like you feel that I deserve it because... I'm not saying it, but this is just what the media is building around because you guys go into my... when I was illegally incarcerated and sent away to prison.
Oh, here we go. He got to bring up the prison. I didn't do it. Here come the prison story. Sir, you trying to make it seem as if anyone saying, will you stop wearing all the jewelry that you were robbed for? No one came in and robbed the church. They robbed you for the jewelry that you always flashing. So you can't make it seem as if that the media is making it seem as if because you wear a lot of jewelry, that's why you were robbed. But sir, that's why you were robbed. Because of the stuff you wear. That's like somebody saying you can't blame the fact that I drive a 2022 Bentley And when I got carjacked for my Bentley, it's my fault for having a Bentley. If you have a 2022 Bentley and you ride through the hood and you get carjacked, maybe you should not do that.
You guys put the bling bling Bishop and identity theft, but nobody wants to give the story on that I have search warrants that was illegal.
The search warrants being illegal don't mean you didn't do what you was arrested for. It just means they did not have the right to arrest you with a search warrant, even though you did what you did.
Search warrants where the judge's signatures was forged. Nobody wants to talk about how the district attorney that was over my case in Suffolk County, his name was Thomas Spoda, that he had a federal indictment, he had to resign. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that, but everybody wants to talk about my felony conviction, but nobody wants to talk about how I have 5 affidavits from 5 different lawyers that states that the DA hid all of the evidence from them. Nobody wants to talk about that.
Because it ain't true.
That's not a story. But the story is that he went to prison and...
You did.
He served 6 years in prison.
You did.
Prison, and he's not to be trusted.
Trust is questionable.
But nobody wants to talk about Thomas Spoda, who has been federally indicted and had to be resigned and was arrested in Suffolk County. He was the district attorney over my case. Let's talk about that.
A dirty DA don't mean the deed wasn't done before he became a dirty DA. Dirty DAs do things to get people in jail. Yes. No one is negating the fact that, you know, we have dirty DA, dirty whoever's. But you have never said that you were innocent. You only bring up the people who caught you were dirty just like you.
Why don't we talk about that, right? But the New York Times, identity theft, Bishop, this, Daily News, same thing, right? But nobody wants to talk about that, the good things. Let's talk about why none of you guys were there when I gave $25,000 back to school.
Why would they be there? And why did you give $25,000 back to school, but you offered $50,000 to catch the robbers, offered $1 million for the D.L. Hughley fight or the Larry Reed fight? Why didn't you spend $500,000 on back to school? Why only $25,000? You upset that the media were not there when you did something good, but you offered $1 million to fight somebody who was joking about you laying down. The bishop laid down. Lay down. The bishop laid down. You're upset for folks laughing about you laying down and want to put up $1 million to fight them, but you only paid $25,000 for the back to school stuff. Okay.
For at Cookie's department store. Where were you guys at then? We
at home working, probably working on bigger cases. Okay.
Sent out the press release. Nobody was there, right? But as soon as something that you guys feel that's going to give you guys some type of traction, and you guys don't know how it hurts my family, right? Let's do a story on that.
Do you think you were targeted?
As far as, what do you mean targeted as far as what?
Because they knew that you wear expensive items?
I don't know. I don't know if I was targeted. I don't know. Obviously, they had to do their homework on me if they came in like that to rob a church, right? To rob a church,
they didn't rob the church. They robbed you. They didn't get no communion money, no communion wine, no communion crackers. They didn't rob anybody at the church, just you and your wife, because they saw what you had been posting.
They had to do something, and they had to be brave.
What kind of watch are you wearing now?
It doesn't matter.
What kind of watch are you wearing now? Because you still came to this location of the court of the house blinged out. Bling, bling.
There you go again. You see, you sit here talking about what type of watch am I wearing, but you haven't yet asked me how's my wife doing.
You told us earlier your wife was still scared, and that's why she ain't there. You told us your daughter is still crying and need therapy. You told everyone already how everybody has been the whole time. You've given them all kind of information. But when they're asking you, are you going to stop wearing all the jewelry so that maybe you would not be targeted? So, like, what kind of watch are you wearing? You could have worn a JCPenney watch. They cost $20, but I'm pretty sure it's a real nice fancy watch because you can't stop wearing fancy shit even until the heat is off you for being bling bling. The damn suit you got on damn sure can't be expensive, or it's a knockoff because the goddamn plaid stripes don't even add up.
This is my point. This is my point. You never asked me, how's my daughter doing? You want to sit and talk about a watch, right? You didn't ask me how's my mom doing, that she cries every time I speak to her.
Now, girl, your mama crying, your daughter crying, your wife crying, everybody crying, but your ass is always on live talking like you normal. Okay.
You didn't ask me how my family doing. You talking about a watch. Who cares about a watch? I care about my family. Right? And you guys are not going to keep with the narrative of material things, okay? I am a person. I am a human being, okay? All right? Let's talk about that.
Oh, y'all, he mad now. Bishop Robbie is upset.
What happened to the home invasion? You mentioned there was a home invasion.
Well, it's under investigation. It was a tip home invasion.
When did this happen?
This happened about 3 weeks ago.
In New Jersey?
Again, he's saying that 3 weeks ago there was an attempted home invasion, meaning somebody knocked on the door and then ran away.
Yes.
What's a tip home invasion?
Well, they tried to get in the house and they didn't know that I had security there. And once they found out, they ran.
Anything that's connected to this robbery?
I don't know.
You said about 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Being investigated by
the police.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. You get this turned to me. Thank you guys for watching.
Is that his lawyer? Who was the lady behind him? Someone tell me who is the lady behind him. Is that his lawyer? Who is she? Who is she? Who could she be? It has been a long night, y'all. We have watched all the foolishness, okay, that Bishop Rob-bery had to offer. I hope everybody is satisfied with the fact that now that the people have been caught, he has no reason to keep going live. He has no reason to keep being in the news. He has no reason to be stretching this out further and further and further, okay? We know he's going to have his church services at home, whatever. I'm willing to bet y'all he going to keep doing stuff to stay in the news on social media because he needs the attention, period. So we're going to see. We're going to see, okay? It is getting late. We've been on here for 3 hours and 12 minutes, y'all. I hope everybody had a good time, had a good laugh, okay? That's what we do, okay? Now, I'm probably going to take tomorrow off because I feel like the live he did earlier today was just a regurgitation of what he said already. Unless I watch it and it has something different, we not watching that shit, okay? And unless something else big happen, I won't be live tomorrow, which is Thursday. Well, today, because it's after midnight here. So I won't be live Thursday. But y'all know we have Foolishness Friday at 9 p.m. But y'all know come on around here every day at 9 p.m. to see what we're going to talk about, okay? Because we never know. Make sure that you have already liked the video, that you have already shared the video, that you have already subscribed to my channel, that you have already followed me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on Twitter. I will see y'all later. And as the song goes, lay it down, lay it down. The bishop laid down, lay it down, lay it down. The bishop laid down. Okay. Until later. I love you all. Be good. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all. I gotta go. Bye.